Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All black Hispanics and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West.
Fake love, real hate.
One West.
But we set apart, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you there, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. Oh, you can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. Fuck a fake friend, show is over, close the curtain. Told you that they loved you, laughed at you when you was hurting. One thing about that UPK, this brotherhood for certain. Dress you up in all black, gird you up to put that work in. Same niggas that was on the block putting that work in. Abandon that lifestyle, cause now I know my purpose. Coming from a place where a black man life is worthless. 400 plus years, yeah, living out them curses. I blame the so-called leaders in the churches. Was supposed to save our soul, instead they led us to the hearses. Backstabbed and betrayed by the people you would die for. Your family ain't family, so-called friends switch sides on you. Cracker take a knee on your neck, whisper and die, boy. So I stay strapped with the Kaepernick, that's the firearm. Gotta watch your back, you know them demons out here lurking. If I don't know shit, then I know one thing for certain, look. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you there, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. They hate you when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you there, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
I say fuck the fake love and disloyal behavior. Brotherhood is a weapon, but bitch niggas is contagious. Hating your elevation instead of hitting the pavement. Watching your every move and never give motivation. Situational friendships get way with adversity. And these days, just a little bit of your kindness a luxury. I'd rather you keep your distance, be a fuck nigga too close to me. Prefer to fuck with fear niggas than house niggas with notes on me. Get a shirt off my back for devoted niggas with loyalty. I notice the lack of devoted niggas that's trustworthy. If you ain't in no black, ranked up, I'd give two fucks for free. Death before dishonor is a must. It ain't no choice from me. I'm bred different. Was never one to die, just bullshit. I'm fed different. Fuck all the information out of pulpits. I'm led different. Been taught to follow a code. Israel law, statutes, commandments, freely given, never sold, nigga. Chill.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you there, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
We at it. We back. Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Virginia. Shalom, everybody that's out there watching. We good to go. I don't think we on the book, but we on YouTube. That's going to be good enough right now. If everybody can hear me, all right, let me get a one in the chat. 1 5 emoji, 1 West. All of the above are acceptable. I just want to know that you can hear me and see me all right. If you can hear me and see me all right, let me get a one in the chat. There we go. Aqua for I is on it. You know what I'm saying? Most High Christ, Truth McCoy, your Allah is on it. Most High Christ. Y'all can hear me. Y'all can see me. That means it's time for class. This is the Lashawan Qadash class. The Lashawan Qadash class, or the Holy Tongue in the Hebrew, where we come to learn our language. Learn our language. Learn how to speak it, say it, pronounce it. So when them damn devils try to hold it over our head, you know what I'm saying? They always trying to hold our intelligence over our head. We're able to, you know what I'm saying, reply accordingly. Reply accordingly. Before we got off to the slave ships, we had a language. Before Columbus them got here, we had a language. You know what I'm saying? We had a language, we had a heritage, we had a culture. And that heritage and that culture and that language is found inside of the Bible. But we've lost it. We've lost it over time. Lost it following these damn heathens, following these other nations. And it's amazing, right? One of the first things you learn about the Bible with Jacob and Esau is how Esau didn't care about his birthright. He didn't care about his birthright, forsook it, gave it away for whatever he did. He just got selfish with it, didn't understand the value, or didn't care about, I won't even say understood, didn't care about the value of it. And we've become the same way following Christianity. Following Christianity, we don't care about the value of our birthright. We don't care about the value of our name, us being Israel. Our language, we rather speak this slave tongue English, or the slave tongue Spanish, or slave tongue French, or whatever the oppressor taught us, as opposed to what the Most High gave us. So again, this is what we come to learn our language. We are here every Friday at 7 p.m. Every Friday at 7 p.m. I am Officer Yagadar. What else? What am I missing? Well, I'm coming fresh off a podcast. I'm in podcast mode, so I gotta transition gears. You know, be fired up. Podcast mode. Got to transition gears so we can get back to class tonight. Again, there's a link inside of the chat. There's a link inside the chat for anybody that wants to join. We always advise and recommend that you actually come on screen so you can speak, hear it spoken, practice your language. Or if any language that you learn, immersion is the best way. Unfortunately, due to this slavery, this captivity, we don't get the opportunity to utilize our language. So we try to, again, at least on Fridays, come together so that we can use it and hopefully give you something that you can use throughout the week. When you're in our chat, you know, we have a pretty strong Facebook community, ISUPK. Try to give you something where you can actually utilize your language and learn it so that it actually sticks. But it's not something that comes without practice. So again, there's a link inside the chat. You can jump on that link. We prefer you to be on visually and audibly. But if you can just get on audibly, that's fine as well. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. But again, it's in the chat. I think that's about it. Give a shout out to everybody who here. See who all we got with us tonight so far. We started on time, so ain't nobody. I see everybody trying to get here late tonight. You know what I'm saying? We got first and foremost, Yabashim and Shabaka Thumb to all the Akim that's out there watching. Yahweh Shemal Thumb Bashim Yahweh shout out all the Aquafin that's out there watching. We got Aqua for Aya in the building, checking in with us from Chester, VA. You know what I'm saying? We got Princess Tazara checking in as well. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if they're in the same location. No, I'm just tripping. You know what I'm saying? We got Princess Tazara checking in as well. You know what I'm saying? Good to see both of y'all. We got Trooper McCall Ya'ala out there checking in. You know what I'm saying? That brother been holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Had his first speaking at camp. Did a tremendous job out there speaking at camp. I want to give that brother a hand. Damn, she did a good job. I was up there proud, you know what I'm saying? There's something about VA, you know what I mean? And not to talk bad or, you know what I'm saying, any other schools, you feel me? But I'm very proud to be part of this Virginia school. It's just something about them VA soldiers when they get on that microphone, be it speaking, be it reading. And shout out to Captain Natazan Nashad and Officer Yarasha Moth. They have definitely left some big shoes to feel, but they have done a great job in leading and providing a great example for us. And they again, that brother did a great job out there reading last week. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. We got the sister Tronda Ellis, checking in from Hampton as well. You know what I mean? And again, as other brothers and sisters get into the class, again, the link is in the chat. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Link is in the chat. Just make sure that you are dressed appropriately. If you're a sister, you have your head covered. If you're a brother, your head is uncovered, preferably with a crown or so forth. If you're an officer, a trooper, or so forth, you know what I'm saying? If not, that's why I just want to make sure your head is uncovered, because we will be going over the scriptures. Little itinerary for the night. Last week we started somewhat of a little review, and it's a lot that we went over. It's a lot that we've done and accomplished I would say about a good year, maybe 2 years now, that we've accomplished. And so, the review ain't as quick as it used to be. The review isn't as quick as it used to be. Last week, we got into some of the question words. I call them the 5 W's, you know what I'm saying? Some of the question words. Tonight, we're going to go into the tribes. I want to go into the tribes, and I on my list, I got tribes and I got animals, but I already know how that's going to work. We're going to probably get through the tribes, and if possible, what we're probably going to do is work our way into some of the symbols, because that'll give us some of the animals. But again, that even just going over the tribes by itself alone is not as short and dry, especially with a review. Just want to make sure everybody gets to have very good have good notes they can refer to. And I always kind of like the tribes. It was one of the things I think for everybody, right? It's certain things that appeal to you, that stick out to you, that and for me it was the tribes. For me, the tribes having that identity. And it's the same with the Lashawan Qadash. This is our identity, who we are. And I think that's something that, I know that's something that we struggle with as a people. Being a black child, boy or girl, you struggle with your identity. Growing up in this wicked society, you struggle with who you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to say, who I'm supposed to follow. And your language gives you that. But one of the things about the tribes is it gives you a little bit of background or a little bit more insight into who we are. For example, the tribe of Issachar. Their name means he who is hired. And anybody, and Issacharites are your Mexicans of today, right? Anybody that knows anybody that's a Mexican, know they don't mind working. They actually, in fact, enjoy working and are great at it. You know what I'm saying? Are great at it, enjoy it. They're going to do it faster, better, cheaper, the whole nine. And the thing about Issachar, they will be at their job site, a smile on their face the whole time. Some of the most pleasant people there are, especially to work with. You feel me? And that's always been my experience working with Issachar. You know what I'm saying? So when I learned that the Bible in the Hebrew says that Issachar means he who is hired, it was like, nah, man, come on, this can't be true, because it matched up too perfect. You know what I'm saying? This can't be right. Can't be right, and it is right. Even when you look at their symbol is the donkey or the kamar, or the donkey or the ass. You know what I'm saying? And when you read their breakdown, it's one that's trapped between two burdens. They'll work 1, 2, 3 jobs. They don't have a job. Something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So again, it fits them to a T, which all of the symbols and all of the prophecy as far as the different tribes are. So again, it's just a little bit more to give you your identity. So for me, I always like the tribes. So tonight we'll do a little bit of review on the tribes as well. Probably want to get to the actual test. I did learn something new I got to share with Officer Mataza Al-Qara. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I don't even see it on my background. What happened to that? They moved it. We had before the actual logo. There we go. Okay, back. Yep, we got that. I'll put that up. Well, we can actually do a new QR code now with the StreamYard. It allows us to create our own QR codes and a link. So when we do get back to test mode, review mode, I can actually put the link, the QR code up for the test on the screen, and I won't have to switch how I used to do before. It'll actually be up there. So when we do get to that point, which shouldn't be very long from now, we'll be able to put that right up on screen. So I think that'll be kind of cool. All right. So I got a couple more comments. Yep, exactly. Before we had to kind of flip-flop in them, but now I'll be able to put it right up on screen. You'll be able to scan it go right to it. So StreamYard is making some changes, which are pretty good for us. And that's about it. That's about it. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Give everybody a chance to get on up in here. Give you a chance to get up in here. Hopefully Aqua Ride want to throw that cap up in the sky tonight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come on in and join. So we can get our Lashawan Qadash on. We're going to go from there. If you got any questions, comments, or concerns, make sure you put them in the chat. If this is your first time tuning in, make sure you put your city name and state in there so that you get credit for being in class. Yeah, I think that's about it. Now, this is the Lashawan Qadash class, so I do try to keep it more framed around the actual language. So it's not like our traditional classes that we have. However, still, if you got a question or comment or concern, just put it up in there. We'll still try to work it out. You know what I'm saying? To get it up in there. But we're going to go from there. We're going to start with our characters. Alphabetical characters is what we're going to start with. We're going to go from there. Hey, it's going to be a good class, Lord willing. Lord willing. All right, so first up, let me get my screen straight. I don't like how my screen is looking. Hold on. Where you at? There we go. Get my screen straight. These are our characters. I don't like to really say alphabet per se, just because our stuff is a little bit more in depth than just your alphabet. Our characters actually mean something, again, which is another thing once I learned. It just makes sense with us. I always joke, you know what I'm saying, how you look at some of our names, and they'll have so many different adjectives and adverbs and everything in those names, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's just us, again, trying to reconnect with our heritage and our culture where our names actually meant something. And unfortunately, with this damn society, our value system has changed. So you'll have names like Mercedes and Lamborghini and Porsche and all of that because those things hold value to us. You know what I mean? And that it's just, again, us trying to get back in touch with who we are. Shalom Tawab, Princess Tazarai. I'm Shalom Tawab. I'm doing Tawab, and I think I might have a special guest in the building. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna start. You can come up whenever you want out of one. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you want to come up, you can come on up. Most High Christ. Yabashim Shabakatah. Going on?
Yabashim Shabakatah. What's good with you?
I'm gonna give me some of them scarves one of these days. I'm gonna give me some scarves. I'm gonna be just as smooth and fresh as you. One of these days out of one.
I stay trying to keep up with you. I don't know what you're talking about.
One of these days, man. One of these days. How you doing tonight? You Tawab?
I'm Tawab. I ain't making no noise. How about you?
I'm Tawab. Another day. I got to get that flyer for you too. I've been running today, but I'm gonna try to get that out to you the day after this class is over. We get that flyer.
Most High Christ. No sweat.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I'm Tawab, man. Just trying to keep up with all the news. You know what I'm saying? Keep up with all the news. We just got
right.
on the podcast. I know you heard about the brother in Louisiana.
What now?
The brother in Louisiana, where they were shooting at him, and he's trying to pick up trash, and they shooting at him.
Yep, I did.
Also, Warrior, he saved Dr. Umar's daughter the other night. I don't know if you heard about that one or not.
I didn't hear about that one now.
Yeah. He saved Dr. Umar's daughter. She came into the store. She looking like a little homeless. Saying people was chasing her. You could tell she's a little off. Police get called. They want to kick the girl out for trespassing and all of this. And also Warrior, I'm like, well, look, can you check to see if she's missing, or can we get her to a hospital, or doing their job? And as he's doing their job, lo and behold, yep, she's on the missing persons list. And they was able to, you know what I'm saying? Now they send a gang of people in there to try to help. Now all of a sudden, but because he was aware of that Hebrew Academy, you know what I'm saying? That Hebrew Academy, same thing with Officer Yeside out there in Louisiana, kicked in, and he was able to help him. You know what I'm saying? So again, this is Dr. Umar's daughter, but the UPK, you know what I'm saying, to the rescue as usual. You know what I'm saying? He was able to get her the help she needed. Go ahead, Ottawa.
Like if I could, again, the Bible says that when the wicked are in power, or I'm paraphrasing, but when the wicked are in leadership, the people mourn, and when the righteous are in leadership, the people rejoice. That's what you get when the ISUPK and the Commanding General Yohana has the opportunity to come in and have an influence on situations. You get things that will work out in a much better way than they would ever work out with anybody in the world.
Damn right. Now, you are absolutely correct. An amazing story, because again, he calls the police. The police, they at first they didn't want to do anything at all, right? As he's talking to her, he says he stepped outside. You can tell the sister, she's a little off. Tell the sister was a little off or whatever. He goes outside. The cop is like, "Well, you want me to kick her out for trespassing, or you want me to just get her off the property?" He's like, she ain't hurting nobody. Just want to make sure she gets the help that she needs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, again, you are absolutely correct. This is why we have to be in charge. This is why it's so important for us to come back and learn our language, learn our culture, learn our heritage, rehearse the righteous acts, please the Most High, so that He would put an end to this damn sentence that we're under. You know what I mean? Y'all being here, that definitely it's not ignored by y'all being in here. It's not overlooked. You know what I'm saying? Shout out y'all Shema the about Shema Shah Aqua off the bar. You know what I'm saying? Shalom Yatawah, Princess Tazarah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So a couple weeks ago, Captain Demarmoff, you know what I'm saying? They had a silver alert out on a brother. You know what I'm saying? He got that brother straight. And for as much as they talk about us, as much as they don't like the UPK, you don't hear nothing but good stories about the UPK, because the Lord is with the UPK. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I think we're just in that season. We're in that season, you know what I'm saying, where it's gonna be a lot of folks in here. You know what I'm saying? As they realize you can't rely on the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? You can't rely on your government. You can't rely on your police, but you're gonna have to turn. We're gonna have to turn to one another, and one another means you're gonna have to come in here. Period. Damn right. Last thing before we jump on these characters, I did a video but last week, right? I think week before last, and I think it's been 2 weeks now, of the Shedamite calling the different churches, asking for help. You know what I'm saying? This is like right in the middle of the government shutdown, asking for help. She's asking these different churches, because she's doing like a social experiment, right? Got like millions of views on this one, right? Hundreds of thousands of clicks on each video, right? They're telling her no. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nothing for you.
Every church she calling, probably.
Yeah, they telling her no. I think it was like 3 or 4 of them. I think one of them was a mosque. 2 of them were 2 other black churches that actually said that they would help. But a majority of them, like over 90%, is like, we can't do nothing for you. What I found funny was a video popped up yesterday. One of them was one Charlie Kirk's church, and they was like, we ain't got nothing for you. So again, all that money that's being collected, you know what I'm saying? There's billions of dollars, really probably $1 trillion now that's done been collected by the black church, just the black church alone. Exactly. I'm talking about ISUPK, the Latino brothers and sisters, just the black church alone, $1 trillion. You feel me? So it's so important for you to come in here, pay your tithes in here, come in here so that we can aid one another like the Most High wants us to. You know what I'm saying? So I'll leave it there. So we can go ahead and get on class, knock these characters out. Like I said, we're gonna go over the tribes tonight. You feel me? We're gonna go from there. Pretty good lineup, you know what I'm saying? Pretty good lineup. Hey, but first character is gonna be the Ah. We have Ah on your left in the ancient. You have Ah on your right in the Assyrian. The Ah stands for Alap or cow. Alap or cattle. 2 cattle. You know if y'all seen that video of Texas. When you know what I'm saying, they slaughtered the two bulls for the Houston cookout and to help feed, you know what I'm saying, the different brothers and sisters in that area. You feel me? And it's an amazing video. If you haven't seen it, it's an amazing video. Shows you the work, the dedication that goes into that, the planning that it takes to go into that. And again, what we should be doing. A lot of our characters are gonna be based off of husbandry, or you know what I'm saying, or farming or agriculture, because that's what we did. That's what the type of people that we are. The Bible says that Jacob was like to be in a house. Jacob liked to be in a house. You know what I mean? Jacob was about the land, the family, the community, and so forth. Next character is going to be the Ba. Yeah, Ba on your left in the ancient, and Ba on the right in the Assyrian. And that Ba stands for Bayath or tent. Bayath or tent, or house. Tent or house. Bayath. Now we all didn't live in tents, but some of us did. You know what I'm saying? You'll see examples of that when we came over here, the North American Indians, when they came over here. Some of them lived in teepees. which would be those tents. Some of them lived in log houses, which would be the log cabins and so forth. They even had brick, or that adobe brick that they utilize. So a lot of that is us, but Bayah stands for tent or house. That's going to be your ba. Next up is going to be the Ga. You have Ga on your left in the ancient. Then you have Ga on your right in the Assyrian. And Ga stands for Gamal or camel. Gamal or camel. Again, these were things that were known or familiar to us because of the region, hemisphere of the earth that we're on. That misnomer. Well, Christ is Middle East. They only say he's Middle East because they don't want to say he a nigga. That's the only reason. That's the only reason you hear that whole argument now of him being Middle East, of him being, he was olive complexion. Olives are green and black. You know what I'm saying? Olives are green and black. You know what I'm saying? And that picture that I seen of Christ, he wasn't no Martian. So I don't think that's the olive that they're talking about. You feel me? But he could be anything except for him being a black man. All that'll be accepted. He just can't be no black man. And that's just goes directly back to the scriptures in Jeremiah when it says we lost our heritage and our culture, which is why we ain't here now learning the Lashawan Qadash. This is the Da. You have your Da on the left in the ancient, your Da on the right in the Assyrian, and the La stands for door. All right, the La stands for door. You also see that Da. I don't wear them too often. I don't wear them too often. You know what I'm saying? You also see that Da and that shield right there.
Okay, most
that Da and that shield right there. That's the Da. That's King David's name, his insignia. You feel me? His insignia. And again, it's been hijacked and stolen. That holy seal of Zion is where you will see it referred to in the Bible, and it's been stolen, just like all of our identity was stolen. You know what I mean? It all was stolen. It's not a star like they try to lie and say it is. You feel me? But it's because that's what the oppressor called it. That's what we accept it as. We have got to get out of that mind frame of whatever is white is right, and whatever black people say, well, I don't know. Nah, we do know. Compassion comes from us. Empathy comes from us. Sympathy comes from us. Medicine comes from us. Mathematics all that comes from us, and we have to claim that. Start to claim that. It's amazing out of one how we'll claim anything negative. Well, if it's something negative, we will claim it, put our name on it, and it's cool if it's negative. You know what I'm saying? But when it's something, when it's our actual accomplishments, we don't want to claim that, or we'll give that away. And we have got to get out of that mind state.
So, like, if I could,
go ahead, Alma.
You are so accurate. You take, I think Cap Natazak and Shah talked about it the other night, or maybe the last week or so. He was talking about how when Bill Clinton was running for president, everybody wanted to make Bill Clinton the first, quote unquote, the first black president.
First black president.
Wow. Because he got high and he was a philanderer with his secretary.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for some reason, we wanted to then claim him as though he was the first black president. Like, you know, to your point, because we like to claim everything that's negative. We like to claim everything that's horrible. We like to claim everything that destroys us. We want to embody it as opposed to rejecting it and following the law, statutes, and commandments. You are absolutely correct.
You absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying? Give you a hand. Fellatio and some weed. That's all it took, boy. A little fellatio, a little weed. Hey, we in there. You know what I'm saying? Then it's so crazy because the oppressor knows that. Because Trump them did the same thing when he came in. Remember, he got them convictions and they was throwing his mug shot around. And well, you should be able to accept him now. He one of y'all now. He even came out with a gold pair of high tops, nigga. You know what I'm saying? With a golden pair of high tops. You know what I'm saying? If you can't be more cliche. Biden even got up there and said, if you ain't black, you don't vote for me. You know what I'm saying? So they do that and they play off of that because we don't have an identity. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have an identity, we'll take anything that's negative that they say is our identity and we'll call it our own. And that's why, again, I can't stress it enough. That's why this language, our Lashawan Qadash, is so important. That's why this Bible is so important, because without an identity, you whatever they say you are. You know what I'm saying? You whatever they say you are. Akwa Farad says, and we invite everybody still in our culture to the cookout. She is absolutely correct. Everybody can come to the damn cookout. There's no kind of gates, no protections, nothing to stop anybody from coming in and anybody else from going out. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you see it's a big thing with Israel right now with your favorite fake Israelite group. Yeah, for the ones that's watching now, you probably got a whole bunch of folks watching right now they ain't watched before. They're gonna watch a little later on. You know what I'm saying? Because your favorite group done broke your heart. Because you should have been in here, but you've been out there, and now you come to find out, just like One was saying, just like Aqua for I was saying, they want to open. They done send some extra invitations out you weren't sure you didn't know about. You feel me? They letting everybody come to the cookout. Why? Because again, we don't gatekeep our heritage and our culture like the Lord told us to. All right. Next up is going to be the Ha. You have Ha on your left in the ancient, and you have Ha on the right in the Assyrian. That Ha stands for Hana or behold. Hana or behold. All right, next up is going to be Wawa, one of my favorite, not in Philadelphia, not in Jersey, but in Virginia, one of my favorite, the Wawa, or fish hook in the Hebrew is what it means. And you got Wa on your left in the ancient and Wa on your right in the Assyrian. That Y is one of those ones when you're reading that Assyrian, if you ain't coming to class, it's going to throw you off. It's going to throw you off. It's something that you said before, the one which is it's so true, right? When everybody else is reading, well, I'm a Hebrew scholar. I'm an expert. When everybody else reading. You get up there, I get to read. They be like, shit, hold on. Back up a little bit. So if you're in class, that Y is one of the ones that will throw you off. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely correct.
While you're left of the ancient, while you're right of the Assyrian. Yeah, that's why it's one arm. And it's just because, again, in that Assyrian, those characters a lot of them look so similar. They're not as distinct as ours are. You know what I'm saying? As that original is. Nothing's ever like the original. Nothing's ever like the original. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a constant throughout life. Nothing is never like the original. The only thing that's supposed to be that would be is this truth. If we were to adhere and stick to this truth, in Malachi, the Lord said he doesn't change. And because he doesn't change, your strength doesn't change. It's still as strong as it was then, and now as it was then. We just have to come back to it. And that's something to keep in mind. You think about when you read some of the miracles in the Bible, you read about Moses parting that Red Sea. It sounds amazing. It sounds like ain't no way. But they found remnants under that sea of those soldiers. They found, you know what I'm saying, different artifacts of those soldiers. So that's a real thing. But they really believed and followed the Most High. We have to really do the same thing now. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds far-fetched, but it ain't that far-fetched. Why? Because you believe your oppressor. The same way you're supposed to follow the Lord, that's how you follow this oppressor. So that's how you know it's not far-fetched. We just got to redirect. You know what I'm saying? Next up is going to be the Zah. We have Zah on our left in the ancient and Zah on our right in the Assyrian. The Zah stands for Zion or weapon. Zion or weapon. This truth is a weapon. Your language, that's a weapon. Our brotherhood and sisterhood, that's a weapon. So often we think that money is a weapon, but the Bible says that money is a defense. It says it's a defense. That weapon is your brotherhood and sisterhood you have behind it. Otherwise, you'll do anything for it. You will give it to any and everybody. You know what I mean? Next up is going to be the Kawama'ah or fence. You have your Ha. This is the only one that takes a little bit of effort to say. Only time I get envious when I hear them damn Arabs or East Indians speaking is when these Ha's are spoken. And I get a little envious. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says I'm going to bring you to jealousy over these nations because they grew up speaking this tongue. So for them, it just rolls right off. And for us, we got to put a little effort into it. But this is your Ha on the left in the ancient and your Ha on the right in the Assyrian. All right. And it's an amazing thing because they envy everything that we do. You see some of them damn some of their music groups, boy. They can't tell, but they ain't trying to act to be like us.
Exactly.
I think even when they be making that damn goop scoop out there in the street, you know what I'm saying? They just ain't got no kind of flavor. They think it's flavor. They think by adding their fingers and toes and elbows, they give it extra flavor. Now that we know better, but they trying. They just trying. That's all. That's all. Next up is going to be the Ta. You have Ta on your left in the ancient, and then Ta on your right in the Assyrian, and that Ta stands for Tanah or basket. Tanah or basket. Trump said prices is getting better. He said prices. this cat lied with a straight face. He said gas is $2.50.
I mean, if you're gonna tell a lie, so like if you're gonna tell a lie, you might well tell a good one. I guess
you might well tell a good one. You know what I'm saying?
That's his philosophy. If I'm gonna lie, I'm gonna make it outrageous.
Yeah, he said, he said it's almost $1.99. He said it's almost back in the dollar range. I said, okay, go ahead, Most High Christ.
Right.
Most High Christ. But yeah, all right. But yeah. He's a trip. But Ta stands for Tanara, basket, or your store. All right, or store. All right. It look like we got Ottawa. I'm checking in as well from the school. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can hear me, Ottawa, but if you can, Yabashim Shabakatah. Most High Christ. So I had us up on the big screen on Thursday. I don't know if y'all caught that with General Muhammad's class. Had Virginia up on the big screen for the first time. I was so proud. You know what I'm saying? I was so proud. You feel me? So the water for you joining us, sir. You know what I mean? Next up. Yeah, give it up for that. You know what I'm saying? Give it up for that. And the more y'all pay them tithes, pay them building funds, you know what I'm saying? Come in here, learn your language, your culture. As we grow, the more we grow, the more we can do. You know what I'm saying? The more we grow, the more we can do. And again, you're going to see it being done in here like it's supposed to be, like the Lord wants it to be done. Because the Lord is with the UPK. Next up is going to be the Yah. You have Yah on your left in the ancient. Then you have Yah on your right in the Assyrian. And look, Aqua Farad say the pressure. She said you got a little pressure. You got the master right there. You know what I'm saying? The original some dumb boy right there in class. So now the pressure is on. That's all right. We're gonna be all right, Aqua Farad. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right.
Just keep doing what y'all normally do. Don't even feel that pressure.
Look, for us, it's just another Abadah Shabbat. That's all. Sitting up there sweating on the stage trying to get through. That's all. Just another Abadah Shabbat. Most High Christ. All right. So you have Yah on your left in the ancient, and then Yah on your right in the Assyrian, and Yah stands for Yad or hand. Yad or hand. All right. Next up is going to be your Ka. It's going to be your Ka. You have Ka on your left in the ancient, and you have Ka on the right in the Assyrian. Now that Ka on the right in the Assyrian has two characters. Reason being, where that red arrow is pointing at, that's going to be the Ka that you will find at the end of a word. At the end of a word, and Ka stands for cop or palm. Cop or palm. All right, Most High Christ. Next up is going to be the La. It's going to be the La. You have La on your left in the ancient, and you have La on your right in the Assyrian, and that La stands for Lamad or learn. Lamad or learn or staff. All right, Lamad, learn, or staff. One thing about our heritage, our culture that we keep stressing, we were a learned people, an educated people. And now we take pride in being ignorant. We take pride in being mediocre. We take pride in not knowing things. That's not our culture. That's never been our culture. That's what this oppressor deems as us, and that's what we've accepted as that's what we call ourselves. We proud of it now. We're proud of it now when that's never been us. We've always been a learned culture, and everything that these other nations know and do and hold on to, what makes their society great, they stole it from us. They stole that from us. You know what I'm saying? All right. Next up is going to be the Ma. You have Ma on your left in the ancient. You have Ma on your right in the Assyrian. Ma stands for same with the La that Ma. I mean, it's like the same with the Ka, that Ma, where that red arrow is pointing at. That will be the Ma that you would use at the end of a word. Ma stands for Mayam or water. Mayam or water. All right. Next up is going to be the Na. You have Na on your left in the ancient, Na on your right in the Assyrian. That Na on the right in the Assyrian, again, it has two characters as well. Na stands for Nawan or sprout. Nawan or sprout. We're in the season where you're going to see everything start to die because the weather's changing. Well, the oppressor is going to say this is a new year. Very soon, he's going to say this is a new year in the dead of winter. But it's not. It won't be until Passover time, which will be in Houston this year. Houston, Texas. Make sure you pay your Passover fee. You get everything situated. It's going to be a little bit further for us, for the Virginia crew. It's going to be a little bit further this year, which means we need to do a little bit more planning in advance to make sure everything goes like it should, especially with the way it's looking with these flights and everything. A lot of flights are still down, even though the government is quote unquote back open again. So you just want to make sure you're planning ahead and doing your due diligence when it comes to the Passover. You know what I'm saying? Yabashim Shabakatah. We got Officer Carl Sapar checking in. All right, next one is going to be the Sa. You have Sa on your left in the ancient, and then Sa on your right in the Assyrian. And that Sa stands for Samak or established. I see somebody want to do a road trip. Somebody wants to take a road trip. You know what I'm saying?
About no road trips to Texas, but
that's not a road. That's a couple of day trip. That's a half a week trip right there.
I'm not sure that's a road trip. That might be an air trip.
I think I'm with Princess Tazarao now. I think I might be getting my wings on that one. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So Sa stands for Samak or established. All right, next up is going to be the I. The I is the only one that doesn't have that consonant sound, that I sound. I stands for, you have I on your left in the ancient, I on your right in the Assyrian, and I stands for Ayan or I. Ayan or I. All right.
It's a lot.
I see that 24 hours. Know what kind of driving y'all doing. You know, we got
what kind of driving they do.
Speed limit when we driving. I don't know about no 24 hours.
It's just.
Might want to re-Google that one. Yeah, all right. Okay. It sounds good, Aqua off the broad, but 24 it sounds great. It sounds good. Sounds real good. You know. All right. Next up is going to be that Pa. We have Pa on your left in the ancient, and then Pa on your right in the Assyrian. That Pa on the right, again, where that red arrow is at, that's going to be the Pa that will be used at the end of a word. And Pa stands for mouth. Pa stands for mouth. But I don't know. Again, we have to look into it. We're going to have to do a little how to say brain mapping on that one. I don't know. We're gonna see.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
That's a rough ride right there. That's rough.
Definitely I'm not leaning to putting no wheels on the ground.
Yeah,
from Virginia to Texas, but you never know. You
never know. We might look the way it might not have a choice. We might, things keep shutting down. They don't want nobody black flying, so we might not have no choice.
True. Man, we might have to make it how we have to make it.
Yeah, now devils can't seem to keep the planes in the sky, so who knows? Hey, who knows? We shall see. Lord might shut it all down. All right, next up is the Tazah. You have Tazah on your left in the ancient, and then Tazah on your right in the Assyrian. That Tazah on your right in the Assyrian, where that red arrow is pointed at, that's the Tazah you find at the end of a word. Tazah stands for Tazad or side. Tazad or side. All right. Yeah, we might not have no choice. Things keep going like they're going.
But if we do, it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If we do have a choice, good night. Anyway, it's a lot.
Nah, but it'll definitely be something. Again, brotherhood's a weapon. Weapon. If we were to do something like that, we would definitely not want to take that task on solo. We would have to be together. So we wouldn't have to stop like that. You know what I mean? But hey, we'll see. We shall see. Next up is going to be the Qua. You have Qua on your left in the ancient. And then Qua on your right in the Assyrian. Qua stands for Quam or rise. Quam or rise. Our characters had meanings to them. You know what I'm saying? They meant something. That's the one thing you will find about this Bible. This truth again is meanings behind what you do and what you say. And it should be. We live in a society where nothing really means anything. We live in a society where we don't take anything serious like we should anymore, which is why we find ourselves in a worse predicament every day. Because we don't take things serious. We don't take our language serious. We don't take our morality serious. The way that we treat one another serious. And all of those have lasting connotations, so we should take them serious. That's how you build a nation. That's how you preserve the morality of that nation, by taking things serious and addressing, injustice and so forth. You feel me? Why, again, it's so important for us to get back to our heritage and our culture. All right, next up is going to be the Ra. It's going to be the Ra. You have a Ra on your left in the ancient. You have a Ra on your right in the Assyrian. And that Ra stands for Ra'ash or head. And as I'm sitting here right out of one, I don't know if you, I don't think you've seen it yet. Officer Yarash Mouth got this video out. We had camp. He having a whole nother camp on the side. He having a whole nother camp on the side. So when I see this Ra'ash or head, the sister in there was operating like she ain't have no head. You know what I'm saying?
Well, wait a minute, maybe I didn't see this.
No, I don't think you see it. The sister said she is a prophetess. Prophetess.
No, I missed that. I gotta find it.
It just hasn't been released yet, so it's
okay.
It's a good one. It's a good one. They shot this while we was at camp, but yeah, she is a prophetess And so when I see this Ra'ash or head, how the order, how it should be. The brother silent as a church mouse the whole video. I don't even know what the brother voice sound like. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the brother voice sound like because he had nothing to say. I feel sorry for that brother there. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have a rough time being the Ra'ash or being the head in that damn household. So Salaki, I thought about that when I was doing the editing on it. That sister there, goodness gracious. Yeah, buddy.
It was terrible.
Yeah. But it's ready whenever you want. Like I said, it's ready to go whenever you want to. We can release that whenever I want. It's a good one.
Whenever you want. A good one. I looked at the other videos too. They look Tawab as well.
So, all right, most time correct. The water one. The water. We'll have a whole new slew of them after tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, we'll be out there again tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all like, share. You know what I'm saying? The videos of us being out there. The Bible says that at some point in time, the Lord gonna cut it off. They're gonna look for the prophets. Prophets gonna be gone. So you want to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all sharing these videos, share them to your people, piss them off, make them mad. Because they're gonna share you the birthday videos. They're gonna show you the Christmas videos, especially this time of year. This last thing, right? That damn Mariah Carey song, I can't stand that song because this time of year, every YouTube video, that's the clip they play. You know what I'm saying? With her singing that doggone song, and we get so wrapped up in the oppressors' holidays. You know what I'm saying? And we love the Lord so much, but we don't celebrate what the Lord says to celebrate. We don't do what He says to do. You know what I mean? So I had to bring it up because now that even if I said it's in my damn head now. You know what I'm saying? But next up is going to be the Shah. You have Shah on your left in the ancient, Shah on your right in the Assyrian. That Shah stands for Shan or tooth. Shan or tooth. All right. I don't know if y'all have done your this is the enrollment season. So if you haven't already, make sure y'all check on your enrollment. It might be 5 times as much as it was last year. You know what I'm saying? They done open the government back up and you're gonna pay for it. So y'all make sure get on it early enough where you can do your research, you know. But I'm pretty sure it's open now. I don't know when that season's over. I think it depends on, I think it varies from job to job. I know this is normally the season when you want to look at your insurance and your enrollment. And it is going to be higher. It is going to be higher. You know, for the ones that believe in the Democratic Party, we try to tell you, we tried to warn you. All right, next up is going to be the Tha. The Tha, you have Tha on your left in the ancient, and then Tha on your right in the Assyrian. That Tha stands for Tha or Mark. Tha or Mark. And every time I see this, I always think about those old slave movies. I remember my grandmother now. That's how they would sign their name with that's the X. Because you know what I'm saying? That's what they were allowed to do in that Tha or that Mark. All right. And that's going to be it for our characters. If we don't have any questions, we're going to move right along to our prepositions and so forth. Let me stop this. And matter of fact, before we even bring those up, let's get everybody up on stage. Since they sweating, they scared. They see Officer Urash Moffin and they scared out of one. Might as well get them on up on stage. Let's get them on up on stage. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Aqua Ferrari?
Shalom Yahweh Shema Alathan Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
All right, now so just a little modification, right? Now you got a lot of us on stage, at least 3 of us on stage. So would you still do that salute the exact same way?
What did you say? Right
this is the Lashawan Qadash class, man. This is the Lashawan Qadash class.
I'm just saying. Do I say it the same way?
Look, Aqua Bar, like I'm glad they ain't called me up first.
Probably not. I probably should be making something plural somewhere off in there.
Okay, so what you gonna make plural?
You gonna take me off, bring me back on?
So like, I give her a head.
Nope.
I think it's the.
See what I said? No.
This why we didn't want to get on camera tonight. So, like it, sir, I believe it's the a thun. I need to adjust.
Okay, so what would you say instead of that then?
Let me check in with Tazara. She good at.
Now you go ahead and say it. fine. You got it right there. You answered it correctly. Go ahead and say it. It's a salute. We say it all the time.
You got it. I'm in agreement, though. I know you got it. No, I know you got it.
You got it. You got it. You right there.
Even the hint I was gonna get you, you already in the subject, so right there.
God, Athania.
Close. It's Athon.
Woo! You got help in the chat? You got help in the chat?
Help in the chat.
Oh, Salaki, a thumb?
No, you got
Yeah.
your thumb. There you go. Give
So then you want to say it one more time.
Khan.
Go ahead,
I see it
Alma.
in my notes. Khan,
There
Salaki.
you go. So you want to try that again with the salute? Salaki, obviously.
No,
obviously,
you Tawab. Yeah, you Tawab. Do you think?
Khan, I do. Shalom Yahweh Shamar Al Atham Bahashem Yahweh Shah.
Most High Christ.
Right.
Shalom Yahweh Shema Allah Ta'ala Hashem Yahweh Shah. Most High Christ. Good job. And next up, Princess Tazarai. I know she know it because she always she when she does this, when she's checking on us and asking how we doing on the chat, she always does a great job of making it plural. So Princess Tazarai, you're up.
Shalom Yahweh Shema Alatham by Shem Yahweh Shah.
Shalom Yahweh Shema Allah Ta'ala Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Well, Yahweh Shema Allah Ta'ala Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Most High Christ. Most High. How you doing tonight? You Tawab?
I'm Tawab.
No fish bowl? You ain't drinking out no fish bowls tonight?
Nah, I don't have my fish bowl.
What you got tonight?
I have a water bottle.
I thought about you earlier today. I was getting my hair braided off of Zara Ma, and their daughter, the little one niece, she was watching. Well, she wasn't really watching. She was running around the house. She wasn't watching it. But the SpongeBob, the new SpongeBob movie was out, right? Plankton. And so I was thinking about you then. I don't know if you watch SpongeBob, but I was thinking about you, and I said, "You do?" See, okay, so I was right on then. I was right on when I was looking at it then. But yeah, you know they make those movies for adults. What'd you say, Other
I might have to go watch the new movie.
you know they make it for adults. You know what I'm saying? They make it for adults. Yeah. I think it came out this year. You know what I'm saying? I think it's called a Plankton movie or something like that. But
Eddie, you hear that? We need to see that movie.
Oh, is that right? That's another one on the list. Salaki. All right, no sweat.
Most High Christ.
I appreciate it, obviously, Agadah.
Oh, no sweat. That's what I'm here for. You know, that's what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying?
Well done.
Masha Paka, you know what I'm saying? All about the Masha Paka, all about the family, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know. Last but not least, we have Aqua off the bar.
Shalom Yahweh Shema Alatham by Shem Yahweh Shah.
No sign, quite. Yahweh Shema Alatham. Good job. Great job, all y'all. And again, I figured y'all would be all right. But that's a great example for anybody that's out there watching. It's easy to write your notes, have it in your notes and all that. It's always a little different when you're asked to be able to asking to say it, to actually put it in practice. And this is universal practical knowledge, which makes us different from anybody in the world. Christians read that Bible all day long, all day long. See you and God is this, and thank you, Jesus, and take the wheel. They got a saying for everything. They got a saying, and don't do anything that Bible says that they don't apply it to anything, any part of their life, no part of their life whatsoever. So again, this is what makes this so great. And the water, y'all did a great job, like I knew y'all would. We're gonna again, y'all got the lineup for tonight. I see Aqua off the bar talking about driving 24 hours by herself. You know what I'm saying? That's rough. That's rough.
She's not by herself. We ride together.
Okay, all right. So since y'all planning on driving, right? How you say car in Hebrew?
Oh, Salaki, that was a great listen. Y'all ain't know what y'all setting yourself up for.
I'm just asking. How do y'all say car in Hebrew?
That was excellent.
Now it's cricket. Ain't nobody trying to go to Houston now. Ain't nobody trying to go to Houston now. How we say car in Hebrew? While I get the next slide up. How do we say car in Hebrew?
Off the bar, say hold, please. Now page is turning. which is the wild. Which is the wild. Note, you know what I mean? This is
nothing wrong with that.
Damn right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. So the question for anybody that's out there watching is, how do you say car? How would we say car in Hebrew?
Salakia, sir.
What you got, Aqua, Ryan?
Oh, I don't have an answer. What did they used to ride back then?
What did they used to ride back then?
Now, this is a word. Again, now they used to ride. I'm sorry, Salakia. Was that you, all the one?
No, I would say that's a good question.
Okay, most of the good question. Very good question.
Salakia, good question. Sir.
What you got, Aqua, off the bar?
Depending on where you were, you wouldn't ride a car. You wouldn't drive a car. You'd ride a camel, a gamal.
That's heavy.
I see how you think. I see. But how would you call? We ain't gonna ride no gamal to Houston though. That'd be a rough ride. What do we ride in Houston if we have to ride to Houston or drive to Houston? What are we riding in? That'd be a rough ride on the camel, Aqua. You are a sister soldier for real. You can make it all the way to Houston on the camel.
Salaki.
Go ahead,
you want to get to Houston on some wheels. That's it. You want to get to Houston on some wheels.
Salakia.
Go ahead, Aqua. Tazara.
Also, I think all the gamals are in the desert.
Yeah. We had to get one from the zoo. I don't know if they're renting them out from the zoo.
Okay, Salakia, sir.
The economy done got that bad yet.
Salakia, sir.
I got you. What you got, Aqua?
So I'm shooting for a wagon in Numbers 7 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And hold on, I don't have my readers tonight. Wait a minute, wagon. Oh wait, it's not giving me the translation of the wagon because it's in the. You do.
It's in the Greek. Yeah, no, that's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah,
that was a trick.
But you asked a very good question though. What did they ride? What's another word?
Yeah, y'all think about it.
You were right there.
You were close.
What did they ride in?
I keep being there.
What else would they ride with wheels? Y'all gotta think about this.
Is a car?
When they pursued Moses out there, there you go. Right? And he had to part that Red Sea to get away from him.
Off the barge.
Chariot.
There you go. Someone said it. Who said it?
That sounds like it.
Lucky, sir. Okay.
Mm-hmm. What you got?
A chariot.
And how would you say that in Hebrew?
And he made him ride in the second chariot. Why is it not translated? Salakia, hold on, please. My Blue Letter Bible acting funny. I got chariot. It's in Genesis 41 and 43.
Yeah, all through the Bible.
Genesis 41. Scroll down. 43. Okay, chariot is Salakia, sir, is it Markabha?
Try it again. Put it all together.
I thought that was together. Salakia. Markabha. No. Am I on mute? No.
You right there. That's the absolute correct word. Chariot is just another word for vehicle. Remember, Christ ascended into a chariot. Talk about the chariots coming by, and they rode chariots. So chariot is another word for vehicle. The way that we would pronounce that would be I would say Marakabah. Is that correct? Ottawa? Awesome Zachariah?
So like an officer Yarash, would it be Marakabah or Marakab?
I think Marakab. Salaki. I think it's Marakab.
Okay, yeah, y'all trying to use me as a leverage today, huh?
So you are in class, though.
Oh man, yeah. So Marakab or Marakabah, depending on if it's used in the feminine. The reason why it says Marakabah right there is because it's being used in the feminine. All right, so you can say, you know, we getting in the car, right? You will say either Marakab or Marakabah. Either one, either suffice, but we mostly say Marakab.
Most High Christ. Everybody got that? Again, Tawad out of one. Marakab. And again, that's just another word for vehicle. Now, of course, they didn't have cars back then per se, but they did have vehicles. Again, when they talk about the chariots Christ coming back on that he ascended into, those were vehicles. It was just modes of transportation, vehicles. The horse and chariots, those are again vehicles. So again, great job. I knew y'all had it. You know what I'm saying? Most High Christ. Give it a hand. So we're gonna be talking about riding to Houston. We're gonna be riding to Houston. It's gonna be Marakab. We're gonna have to get old Marakab. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna ride all the way to Houston, get some wheels. Get some wheels. So Most High Christ. All right. So now we're gonna go over our prepositions. But I'm almost tempted to go over possessive adjectives. Let's go with possessive adjectives first. Let's do possessive adjectives first. Reason being, Aqua Fraya, since you've learned that new word or refamiliarize yourself with that new word, how would you say my car? How would you say we're gonna ride in my car? You don't have to say the whole sentence, but how would you say my car?
Salakia, sir. Marakabia.
Most High Christ. What about you, Princess Tazarai? How would you say your car? So I ain't got no wheels. We can ride in your car. How would you say your car?
Marakabka.
Most High Christ. Give her a hand. All right. And Aqua the bar. Even though what if we was gonna take her car? Because you planning on getting your own wheels. So you're gonna ride by yourself all 24 hours. Straight up, no gas, 24 hours. Yeah, pedal to the metal. You know what I'm saying? Gonna make it an 18. You feel me? How would you say her car?
Marakapa.
Most High Christ. Y'all give her a hand. Most High Christ. And this is how you will use your possessive adjectives. Again, they're gonna go after the root word. They're gonna go after the root word, just like y'all were doing. If it would be his, it would be why. At the end of that root word. If it was gonna be our car, let's say Lord willing by the end, we got a school van, we got a school car. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to tell me how you would say our car? How would we say our car? Lord is gonna bless us with a whole old Savannah, one of them old nice vans, television in it, leather seats, whole seat. You know what I'm saying? He gonna bless us with an old nice one. How would we say our car?
Salakia.
Go ahead, Aqua.
It would be Marakab Nawa.
Okay, Most High Christ. All right. Most High Christ. All right. And if it was your car, it would be come at the end. If it was you're in the feminine, it would be con. If it was just a sister's car, their car, masculine plural would be ma. Their feminine plural will be na at the end. Good job with that. Great job. Give yourselves a hand. All right. Now we'll go back up to the prepositions. Our prepositions go before a root word. Now in that example that you pulled, it said in chariot. So it had ba. I think it said ba Marakaba. If I'm not mistaken, it actually Marakabath because it was in the feminine. It said ba. But again, that preposition went before that root word, and that ba is in. All right. One of the words that we always like to use for an example when we're going over the prepositions is what we say all the time when we're saying the greeting, when we're saying the salute. We say Ba Hashem. We say Yahweh, Ba Hashem, or the Most High in the name. In the name. Christ says in the name, in his name, in his reputation. So Ba Hashem, that Saxalaki with Ba Hashem, Ba is in, Ha is the, and that root word is Shem, which is name. So in the name. Which is a good example of how you would use those prepositions. Your prepositions go before a root word. Would be I or I am before a root word. Da would be do before a root word. Ha, which you will see quite often, especially in the quote unquote Old Testament. Ha, which is will be the before a root word. Wa would be and. You hear it say Barakatah Yahweh Yahushua, the most bless the Most High and in Yahushua. Yah is he, which would be the preposition before a root word. Ka would be like. La would be to. Ma would be of. Sha would be pertaining, pertain. And if you see that tha before a root word, in most cases, that's going to make that future tense. In most cases, not all cases, going to make that future tense. All right. Scroll down. Last but not least, we're going to do our subject pronouns. Does that catch everything? All right, that might be perfect right there. All right, if you're going to do our subject pronouns, who knows where the subject pronouns go? Where do subject pronouns go? It's kind of a trick question.
Salakia, sir.
What you got off the bar?
They go at the beginning.
They go at the beginning. Everybody agree with that?
The beginning of what?
Of a noun, Salakia.
That correct?
Salakia, sir.
What you got, Aqua Fry?
I thought it went before the verb, but I may be wrong. English was not my strong suit.
It wasn't mine either. That's why I'm asking y'all. What about you, Princess Tyler? What you think?
Salakia, I agree.
You always say you agree. You always say you agree. All right, so subject pronouns go. Hold on. I want to make sure I word it the correct way. Because English wasn't my strong suit either. So they're gonna go after, go before the verb in a sentence. Subject pronouns go before the verb in a sentence where they perform the action. I think I said that correct, right?
Absolutely.
Most High Christ. All right. All right. So we got that. So again, these are going to be your subject pronouns. All right. So like an example of that, if I say I am running, it's going to go before the running part. You know, so it'll go before that. So you'll be I am, or Anya. And what is running? Did we do running before? I thought we did running before. Running is it's not halak. Is it yalak? Now I'm curious. Hold on. Let's see. What is running?
Just walk.
Yeah. Oh, so halak is to go. Yalak is walk. What is running? What is running? Running is. Let's see. Salakia. Now I'm to the point now when I get a word and I don't know, I'll be wanting to know what it is.
Damn right.
All right, so I got Hayayam. Is that correct, other one?
Hayayam.
Hayayam.
There you go.
Hayayam is running. Okay, so that's a new one for us. I don't think we've been over that one before. So that's a new one. So if I'm saying I am running, Anya Hayayam, and actually it wouldn't even be that. It would be Anya Hawayam, right? Anya Hawayam. It's how you would say I am running, because we would have to put that Y in there for the present tense.
Oh, yep.
All right, so yeah, so we're gonna have to add that to our list of words when we do those. We're gonna have to add those to our list of words. Trooper, I'm gonna call y'all and say he agreed as well. Moses had crack. Moses had crack.
Salakia, sir.
What you got, Aqua?
So in my notes, I have to run is Rawa Taza.
Let's see. Hold on. You said Rawa Taza?
Rawataza.
Rawa Taza.
Let's find out. Because we don't want to change them notes neither. I know how you is about the notes. she be calling Officer Raj Mop after class. Salakia, sir. I know you saw what just happened.
Right.
I know you saw what just happened.
Everybody be in counsel.
All right. So that word. So again, so this is one of them other words where again, you have different words for different meanings. Running, the actual thing of running, is going to be hayayam, like we said, but taza'id is run. So the step, march, stride, step, march, to cause to march. That is another word for what it says run, but it's to march, to bring over, so forth. That is taza'id. So you're not incorrect. I'm trying to look for that ra taza'id. That I don't see, but I do definitely see taza'id.
You talking about raw taza'id or what taza'id?
Correct.
Taza'id. Oh, Salaki.
I thought that y'all is that what y'all were trying to say? Right?
Correct. Yeah, she was saying she had a different word for run, and I see taza'id.
Right. You see taza'id in relation to marching. Taza'id is marching.
Correct. Yeah, to march. Yeah. So I'm wondering if that's where we now in the scripture that I pulled, it did say run. So I'm wondering if that's where we got it from. So that's another word.
It depends. So running. So it depends on the kind of running context. So if you're talking about like trying to run away or running, sprinting, moving quickly, that's raw taza'id. Raw taza'id.
Okay.
All right. Raw taza'id.
Okay.
So Salakia. So I have ra wa taza. So is the wa wrong? Is that wrong?
You're connecting the ra and the wa. Raw taza. Raw taza.
Ra taza. Okay.
Yeah. And so now, to make it easier for you, right? If you wanted to say I'm running, you would say anya ra tazawa. Now the reason why I'm telling you to put the wa at the end, because there's a rule where it allows you to do that. All right, not to go into detail, but there's a rule that allows you to do that in cases like this, because it could get confusing if you want to say raw what is a, which you can, or you could say raw to the what. Either one it will suffice. I don't mind saying raw what is a, right? Raw what is a. I don't mind that, but whichever is easier for you.
Con.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote.
All right, the water out of one. And if I'm correct, just to kind of add to it, like we've said before, that's all in just vernacular and how you would speak. Like some people will say, I'm sitting down. Some would say I sat down. So it just kind of depends on how you would speak, how formal or informal you are when you are speaking and so forth. And that's why there's so many different variations that you can use. So we try to get it to the point where we can either understand each other. And again, so it wouldn't be wrong with how you said it, but we still understand each other. Like, so if I'm speaking to a brother or sister that speaks real proper in English, I still understand what he's saying. Hopefully he'll understand me. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he'll understand me as well. Even if I'm not speaking to him as formal as he's speaking to me, if that makes sense. All right.
So, like, if I could
go ahead, Ottawa.
I just want to drive 1 point home. The subject pronouns are used before a verb when the subject pronoun is performing the action. So where is it used when the subject is not performing the action? And an example, here's why I'm saying this, or here's why I'm asking this question. The salute is in both salutes, whether it's the sisters or the brothers, the subject pronoun is after the verb. I just want to make sure we're driving home the difference in that.
Not a lot of one more time, correct.
Maybe I didn't ask it right. It's real quiet. So like,
no, I think they're going through the notes. And I thought, you are correct that you get Rataza.
Salakia, I didn't realize it was a question.
Right. I'm trying to put it in the notes. Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Can you repeat the exact question? Because I was adding what you said to my notes.
You know what? I probably said too much. Let me say it this way. Obviously, Yagadah correctly said that typically subject pronouns go before the verb when the subject pronoun is the one performing the action, right?
Right.
But like, take the brother salute. It's Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Barak Atha. And that, in the salute, Barak or bless is the verb. But Atha is behind it. Do you understand why?
Salakia, sir. Because we are formally saying something.
La'ah, and this is why I wanted to say this. I mean, not exactly, but this is why I want to bring this up. Is because the salute is Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai bless you. Who's doing the blessing?
No, so like I said, they are, not us.
Yahweh, the Most High is.
Khan.
Right? So because the Most High is, that subject pronoun comes behind the verb. But if Officer Yagadah was blessing somebody, it would come before. You see what I'm saying? It's about who's performing the action in reference to where the subject pronoun goes. Am I explaining this correctly, Officer Rush?
God.
Most High and correct. Is everybody catching what I'm saying? Got real quiet. I'm seeing some head nods. I got some. Okay, Most High and correct. I just want to make sure we caught that, because sometimes we'll hear, as obviously Yagadah explained it correctly, but we might hear, it goes before the verb, and that's not always the case. Mm-hmm. It's a function of who's performing the action in reference to where you put that.
Khan.
They got it in their notes.
Salakia, filibuster here. I'm sorry.
Here we go.
Nope.
Here we go.
Okay, so you were saying the subject pronoun for the blessing goes after the action word because Yahweh is the one who's actually doing the action of the blessing. Correct?
Correct.
Okay, got that part. So if I'm doing the action, I'm running, it will go before.
Correct.
Okay, I got you.
All right, Most High.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Who's filibuster and what does that mean?
Filibuster is. Go ahead. Salakia. I was going
to say filibuster is kind of talking just to keep the clock moving, but the example is again. So I'm blessing you, you are blessing me. You see how it changes? The me went to the end of the sentence, and I went to the beginning of the sentence, depending on who's doing the blessing. And that's the same thing he's saying with as far as that subject pronoun.
The water.
Okay. Most High correct. I can simplify some things now.
You did an excellent job. I appreciate it, brother.
I can simplify some things. All right, Most High. No, the water for that. Again, that's why I like these classes when we're all together. And you're able to ask the questions y'all guys had it. That way you can kind of make it make sense in your own mind.
Absolutely.
Everybody learns differently. I learned that very young. Everybody learns differently, and that's not necessarily a good or a bad thing. That's just what it is, So, good question. That's why it's so important for anybody that's out there in the chat as well. That's why it's important that if you have a question, ask that question. It's the reason why you have the question. Ask the question. There's no dumb questions here. We don't do that in here. You can't learn if you don't ask. That's same thing as far as the scripture breakdowns. When you're in scripture breakdown class, that's what we are here for. We've never learned this Bible. We've never learned our heritage or our culture. And if you don't ask, you're not going to know. So that's that. So we always try to encourage that, especially in this class, really all the classes, but we definitely try to encourage it in this class as well. So very good job. Very good job. As far as the rest of these other subject pronouns, I am, again, is Anya. You is a tha. He is hawa'a. She is haya'a. We is a naknawa. A naknawa. You or you all masculine plural is going to be a thumb. You or you all feminine plural would be a thun. And we went over that when you guys were coming in, going over your salute. They masculine plural is going to be hum. And they feminine plural is going to be hun. All right. I want to say, okay, yep. And just some rules at the end of that. If it's feminine adjectives, add the ha at the end. Masculine plural, you're going to add yum. Masculine plural. So, for example, we say akyum if it's more brothers. But if it's sisters, it will say akwafyan. Give you a kind of example of it. So it's going to change with the gender of that word. And again, that's something that's a little different for us being quote unquote Americans, because it's the one thing that the English language doesn't utilize when all the other languages do. Spanish does it, French does it. All the other languages have a male and a female, masculine or feminine word. English doesn't. So that's why one of the things that can make it a little bit difficult when learning new languages. All right, so I'm going to stop that. You did a great job on that one. Again, so tonight we're gonna do do a little review on the tribes. Now, scripture-wise, Aquafari, you slipping. Normally, you don't let us get this fine class without saying what these scriptures gonna be. You know what I'm saying? But that's all right. That's all right.
Salaki, sir, that's because I'm ready.
I got you. So tomorrow for Abad al-Shabab, the scripture is going to be from Leviticus chapter 26, verse 7. And you thought you did something wrong. Leviticus 27, verse 9. And with the Lashawan Qadash class, we try to read a little bit of it, just to get you prepared for that next day. And again, get you in the habit of reading the actual Lashawan Qadash. Tonight we're going to do a little review on the tribes. Do a little review on the tribes. Now, again, the tribes is not as quick as a review. When you really kind of delve into it, the tribes have different symbols for the different tribes. It's a different name for them. They have different meanings behind it. Who knows where you can find the description of the tribes in the Bible? Who knows where do we go to find the descriptions of the tribes in the Bible?
So like it, sir.
And if you know in the chat, go ahead and put that in the chat as well. What you got, Aquafry?
Is it Genesis 49 and 27?
Give her a hand. Most of them Christ. Genesis 49. Genesis 49. You have Jacob or Israel at this point. You know what I'm saying? Blessing the children and going through prophesying for the children, blessing the children, giving you get a description of each of the different tribes. You get a description of the tribes. It's so accurate, even to this day. It's so accurate, which is again anybody that doesn't realize just how historically accurate this Bible is, they're just stuck in Christianity. Christianity teaches that this Bible is just a book of stories. It's a book of stories, book of fables, but in actuality, this Bible is our heritage and our culture. All right. So trying to see what would be the best way to do it tonight, since this is a review. Let's do it like this, because I want everybody to get a chance to get all of the information if this is your first time seeing it. And you know the way that we do it, we got different slides where some of them are just the English name of the tribes. Some of them are just the Hebrew names of the tribes. Some of them are both. Some of them are just the description of the tribes. All right. So tonight, what I'm going to do is see which one I want to go over. Let's go over this one. This one is going to be the actual Hebrew name, who the tribes are, identifies who the tribes are, and it'll have the name in English. And then we'll focus on the actual symbols if we have time, which I'm pretty sure we won't have tonight. Next time we come back in, we'll focus on the symbols of the actual tribes. So when I say symbols, for example, who knows what the symbol is for Judah? What's the symbol for Judah? Anybody can answer. Who knows what the symbol for Judah is? Now I know Aqua Fry, I know because she be making them fire shirts. You look in the school right there in the background. If you look in the school, hold on, let me see if I can blow it up real quick. If you look in the school, would it let me do that? Yep. You look in the school right there in the background, y'all look in the sky. You'll see all the different tribes in the sky for the school right there. You feel me? The water to Aqua Fry for that. Hold on. All right, let me get my screen back. Mess the screen up now. All right, how I fix it? Hold on. Look. Oh, there you go, right there. I see it. All right, I just saw it. I saw it up in the corner when you clicked it. But most I cry. But yeah, you'll see all the different tribes in the sky. So I know she knows all the different tribes. But for Judah, who knows what the symbol is for Judah? And Trooper McCall, y'all, he got an answer in the chat. Anybody else? What's the symbol for Judah? Princess Tazara, what you got?
Lion?
Said a lion? Said a lion?
Yes.
Most High Christ. Now, how you say that in Hebrew? And this is why I like the tribe, because there's so many different variations, you know what I'm saying? You can go with the tribes. How you say it in Hebrew? True McQuarriala, he got lion. How you say lion in Hebrew?
Yeah.
Aria, Most High Christ. Give her a hand. Most High Christ. All right, okay. Smarty pants. How you say Judah in Hebrew? How you say Judah in Hebrew?
Salakia.
What you got?
Yahweh.
Yahweh, Most High Christ. Give her a hand. And if we was going to do the full review on it, right, what would Yahweh mean in Hebrew? If we was going to go, see, that's why I said so many different variations with the tribes, you know what I'm saying? What does Yahweh mean in Hebrew?
Salakia.
What you got? She going, I would say trifecta, but she done already got 3 on. She going for the grand and pride. What you got? How you say, what it mean? Aquaf Tazara.
Judah.
What else? What does Judah mean? Just like you know how Issachar means he who is hired. What does Judah mean? What does Yahweh mean?
Mm.
And anybody can help her. Anybody can help her. Brotherhood, sisterhood is a weapon. What does Yahweh mean?
It's in your notes to the right. In parentheses.
Your microphone is on. Salakia means Yahweh thanks.
Most High Christ, give her a hand. Most High Christ, give her a hand. So again, getting back to what I was saying in the beginning of the class, again, our names meant something. Our names meant something. Who we were meant something. I described who we were. And that's our culture. We were more than just the name of a car. You know what I'm saying? The name of some money, of some kind of materialistic thing. The Lord our name actually meant something, who we are. And it that shapes a child, that shapes a person, that shapes a man, that shapes a woman, knowing that you come from something, knowing that you mean something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in here, you stick around here long enough, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a Hebrew name from the Lord. Man, that name means something. And one thing about it, you'll strive to become what that name means if you ain't already there, or you'll strive to hold on to it. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the beautiful things about our culture. One of these days we're gonna go over class. We're gonna go over what everybody's names mean. I think that's gonna be a good class. We go through everybody's name, and we'll give everybody a chance to kind of figure out what it means, and then you'll come out. You'll say what it means. You know, so I think that's gonna be a really good class as well. Go ahead, Aqua Fry.
Did we say who they were?
Look, Most High Christ, give her a hand, because we did not say who they were. We said what the name was. We said what it was in Hebrew. We said what the symbol was. We even said what it meant, right? But we did not say who is Judah. I almost gave it away. Who is Judah?
Salakia, sir. It's the Negroes.
It's the Negroes. That's what I'm talking about. Most High in Christ. Judah is the Negroes. Again, so great. I'm glad you pointed that out. That's why, again, I like to try. That's why I say, again, to try to get it all in one day would just be, especially if you haven't been over it before. It's different if you are familiar with it. But if you haven't been over it before, it's not a real light subject. You know what I'm saying? You can just get it all just like that. You feel me? And you'll see even in the chart for our background picture, you'll see the different tribes. When we hand out the cards, it has all of the tribes on it. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's very important. I see they calling out scriptures. That's very important. You know what I'm saying? For us to know who our brothers and sisters are. It's very important to know who our brothers and sisters are, because we've been taught that everybody else is our brother and our sister. Matter of fact, Christianity allows anybody to be your brother and sister, except for your brother and your sister. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So here we actually learn who our brothers and sisters are, so that we can learn to have a mutual respect, understanding, and love for one another the way that we should. You black, you should love a Latino. You should love a Latino brother. You know what I'm saying? You should love a brother that's from Cuba, Puerto Rico, or Guatemala, because they the only ones on the earth who know what you done went through, because they done went through the same exact thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You look at what's going on in Venezuela right now. Venezuela right now is they're going through the same thing that blacks went through, blacks and Latinos went through in the 80s with the war on drugs. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I'm gonna ship the drugs in your neighborhood. I'm gonna come back in there, lock everybody up. Same way how they dropping bombs on people. It's the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just on a wider, a bigger scale that they're doing it on. And this is American 101, which is, again, why it's so important that we learn who we are and what our brothers and sisters are. So again, we're going to do a little review tonight of the tribes, you know what I'm saying, of the tribes. And once we go through the review, we'll go through these scriptures and we'll call it a day. I see everybody calling out these scriptures out of one. They own it. You know what I'm saying? They ready to go.
Gotta give them credit. You gotta give them credit. You gotta give them
Look,
credit.
I ain't mad at them at all. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely ready. Yeah, right.
I'm mad at them at all. All right, so we're just gonna go over again a review of it. It won't be as detailed as what we just went through with Princess Tazarai. You know what I'm saying? Princess Tazarai is one of the most gifted students. We got the gifted squad up here tonight. Aqua the bar, Aqua Farai, Aqua Princess Tazarai. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's gonna be everybody if we study like we should. All right, so
right.
12 tribes of Israel. 12 tribes of Israel. Who wants to read that first line? How you say 12 tribes of Israel in Hebrew?
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead, Aqua Fry.
Hashanya, Ashar, Shabbat Yasha'Allah.
No sign Christ. I couldn't have said it no better. I ain't lying. I'm gonna holler at Cat Faye. Can we get these sisters to read for Abadah Shabbat? They can read from out there. Hey, look, remotely or something. Sure. You know, they ain't gotta come up on stage. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you did a great job reading that. She's absolutely correct. I'm Shanya, Ashar, Shabbat Yasha'Allah. You know what I'm saying? Again, 12 tribes of Israel. Jacob, you know what I'm saying, had a name was changed to Israel. Those sons became the 12 tribes of Israel. This idea that we're all the same, we all bleed red, we're all human. They love to say we from the human race when they want to get what we got, when they don't want to accept any of the punishment they got for the crimes they've committed. But any other time, we all on our own. When they throwing pepper spray in people's cars. Did y'all see that video? With the little sister, the baby in the car, and they drive by with the pepper spray. You know what I'm saying? Everybody pepper sprayed in the car. The little baby crying, got tears in her eye. The daddy crying, he pissed off. You know what I mean? No kind of regard for us whatsoever. But when it's time for them to pay for what they did, well, we all the human race. Well, the Bible doesn't talk about that. The Bible talks about the 12 tribes of Israel. That's who God's children are, the 12 tribes of Israel. Israelites. All throughout the Bible, it says God of Israel. I've never heard that in church the whole time I was in church. Whole time I was in church, I never once heard that pastor say God of Israel. I ain't never heard it before. I got up in here and you find out over 2,000 times it says Israel in that Bible. You know what I mean? So again, 12 tribes of Israel. First tribe being up is going to be Judah. We went over it. Princess Tazarai broke this one down. This is Judah. Judah are the Negroes. Judah are the Negroes. The way that you would say that in Hebrew would be Yahawada, and then we have it in the Hebrew underneath it. Now I won't go through the rest of it again. We'll save that for our next class when we'll go through what it means, the actual symbol and so forth. But if you know it in the chat, you want to throw it in the chat, that's fine as well. You put any information you got on, but this is just what we're going to be going over for now as far as people getting their notes. But if you want to go ahead and throw it out there, by all means. Next one up is going to be Benjamin. It's going to be Benjamin. All right, we're going to be Benjamin. Benjamin are going to be your West Indians. All right. And how would you pronounce that? Who wants to come off the mic and tell me how do you pronounce Benjamin in the Hebrew?
Salakia, sir.
What you got, Aqua, off the bar?
Banyamyan.
Most High in Christ. Banyamyan. You know what I'm saying? Yep, Most High in Christ. Aqua for I got it. Banyamyan. You'll see yum in there. That's right. You'll see right in the name. And then Ban is son. So son of the right. Or son of right, you know what I'm saying? And the symbol for Banyamyan is the wolf. All right. I think next to that line, that damn wolf is now we don't do tribalism here. We don't do tribalism here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a little partial because maybe I'm just Judas. So I'm just a little partial to that line. But that wolf, boy, it was the brother that wore the man wolves to the Passover. Had two wolves. You know what I'm saying? I think they call him the werewolf of London because he's from the UK, the brother here. You know what I'm saying? They were talking about him on class the other night, talking about his brother tried to break in his car. Dum Gabar, I believe is the officer's name, the brother's name, I don't want his name. And he held him, called the police. Police didn't even show up. They told him they weren't coming. You know most time, ain't we getting to those times. You're gonna call the police and the police not gonna come. It won't be no more 911. But yeah, he had the two wolves up there. So that's Banyamyan, the West Indians, and that's best Benjamin. All right, next up is going to be Levi. Levi are your Haitians. All right, Levi are your Haitians. Lawya. You'll see it in the Hebrew at the bottom. Akwafurai, put it in the chat. It means join to me. And the symbol for Levi are the dice. And many times I done got in trouble when I was younger for shooting dice. You know what I'm saying? Many times I got in trouble. You know what I'm saying? You old Christian, boy. Christian grandmother didn't play that dice, boy. They ain't play that gambling. You know what I'm saying? They ain't play that at all. Then lo and behold, boy, grandma was alive today. You know what I'm saying? Lo and behold, that's our culture. It's called shooting lots in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that we did as Garal in the Hebrew. All right. So good job with that. Next up is going to be Simeon. Simeon are our Dominicans. And the Hebrew pronunciation of that is Shemaiwan. And the thing about Shemaiwan, the crazy part about Shemaiwan and but the Dominicans and the Cubans they are on the same. No, not Cubans. Dominicans and Haitians. Dominicans and Haitians are on the same islands. And be warring against one another. Light skin, dark skin. Same stuff that we go through over here. Light skin, dark skin. A famous Simeonite, Sammy Sosa, right? And he's Simeon, right? Is that correct, Ottawa?
I have no idea what Sammy Sosa is.
Sammy Sosa used to be darker than me. And you look at a picture of Sammy Sosa now, he is as white as that background. He's as white as that background with blue eyes. Again, and it's because they are being around this oppressor. We've learned to love their culture and hate everything about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? One of the greatest baseball players ever. That wasn't good enough. He had to dye his hair and get blue eyes and dye and bleach his skin. I saw a video online the other day for a commercial for bleaching their skin. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, again, and we're getting to the point where it was shamed. You know what I'm saying? Frowned upon at one point in time. Not anymore. Right. It's a thing to do now. You know what I mean? So again, Simeon, the Dominicans, Shemaiwan, Aquafarai has in chat. Affection hurt. Now I think affliction hurt. I think it's affliction hurt. Is that correct?
I believe it's affliction.
Yeah, I think we had affection at first, but I think it's affliction hurt.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken. I mean Symbol for that is the karadam, or the battle axe. That battle axe, karadam, the battle axe. All right. Next up is going to be Zebulun. It's going to be Zebulun. Zebulun is from Guatemala to Panama. When you look at the Americas, all this was ours. You can be in the United States and get kind of self-centered. You'll think that America is the end all be all, but it's a lot more to the Americas than just the United States. You know what I'm saying? In Spanish, it's called Estados Unidos. You know what I'm saying? States United or whatever, but it's the Americas all together. You know what I mean? And you have South America, you have North America, which is America, and Canada, which is a huge continent that the oppressor came and stole it from our Latino brothers and sisters. But when they stole it, they took them from this land, from America, and took them to that Southern American part. And again, why you'll see us all over South America, all over America. You know what I'm saying? And then that transatlantic slave trade is when they started to take us back across the pond. All right. So next up is gonna be Zebulun. Again, Zebulun is from Guatemala to Panama. It's Zabalawan in the Hebrew, and it means dwelling. Their symbol is a ship, anaya, or a ship, anaya, a ship in the Hebrew. All right. And I'm make sure I don't see Out of One sitting down. I think he's still on the phone. I had muted him Out of One just in case, because
no sweat.
Yeah, I think that came off me when I changed the screen settings. All right, next up is going to be Ephraim. It's going to be Ephraim. All right, Ephraim is your Puerto Ricans. Aparium in the Hebrew. It means I'm doubly fruitful. We were all known for having a bunch of kids before. You know what I'm saying? He was doubly fruitful. All right, Ephraim was the actual what was before the split. Ephraim was the chief tribe. Ephraim is the was that Reuben? No, it was Ephraim.
It was Ephraim.
Yeah, it was Ephraim. Ephraim was the chief tribe. All right. Before the split, and then after that, Ephraim messed up. Ephraim broke one of the main law. I won't say main law because all of our laws are important. But Ephraim got with one of his father's wives. You know what I'm saying? One of his father's wives.
It's like I thought that was Reuben that did that.
I thought it was Reuben as well. No, Ephraim messed up when that was in Kings. That was in Kings, I think, when they started sacrificing the idols or whatever when they split it.
Right.
Yeah, correct. Reuben was the one that messed with one of his father's wives, though. But at one point in time, again, Ephraim was that chief tribe before the split. And then Judah became the chief tribe or whatever. Again, and it's not that we promote tribalism or anything. It's just to give you the history behind it, because after they split and they stopped serving the Lord, Judah, Benjamin, Levi stopped serving the Lord too. So you never get it in your mind that we're better than our brothers and our sisters, because we don't. And that's this oppressor, and that can be very tempting. I've heard it before. I remember when I was younger, right? This is before the truth or anything. And well, yeah, you know, they used to have the Indians as slaves. This is even before you really kind of knew the history of it, right? But they couldn't cut it. So that's when they came and they got us. And you know what I'm saying? I remember us saying that, you know what I'm saying, we were younger. But then you get older and you learn and you realize, I was way deeper than that. It has nothing to do with that. You start hearing some of the stories. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take Out of One off on mute. You start hearing some of the stories of our Native American Indian brothers. I mean, courageous, crazy stories. The story of a brother had his arms cut off, put swords there. You know what I mean? Instead, so again, just as courageous and amazing as us, but we've just been taught to hate each other and fight one another and look down upon one another. And so in here, we don't do that in here. In here, you know what I'm saying? We know that we are all Israelites. We God's chosen people. And I'm sure a lot of us, you might think that you Judah, and you might mess around and be Ephraim, or you might mess around and be Gad or be Manasseh. Right. Just don't know it. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the slavery. It's a book that I'm reading. Just about to get finished with it. Black Indians. It's one of the required readings for us, Black Indians. And when you read that book and you realize just how close we were all through time, we've always been close. When they brought us over here, they had to come together. We can't have these Negroes with these Indians. because every time they get together, they get stronger. A lot of times when you hear them say, well, black people own slaves too, Indians own slaves too. Yeah, they own slaves. They were buying their friends and their families to keep them away from the oppressor. That's what we were doing. Because that's the only thing that this oppressor understood. He didn't understand brotherhood and sisterhood, but he did understood, well, that's my property. I bought him. You know what I'm saying? He did somewhat understood that. He did kind of respect those boundaries until he just didn't want to follow those rules either. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you hear that and they tell you that lie that, yeah, black people sold slaves too. We sure did. We it's stories of us getting our freedom and going back and buying everybody else freedom. Today they call it buying up the block. You know what I'm saying? Well, we was going back and buy up that auction block is what we was doing back before. So again, this whole the lesson on the tribes is so important. It's so important. Our strength is in our unity together, and the oppressor knows that. So this is why he's on purpose put us against one another. It's a reason why we think black people think that they're better than Mexicans, and Mexicans think that they're better than black people. The oppressor did that on purpose. He did that on purpose. But once you're able to recognize that, realize that, you know what I'm saying, we're able to get stronger as a people like we're supposed to be. All right. Next up is going to be Manasseh. Manasseh, or your Cubans, Manasseh in the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Manasseh in the Hebrew. Aquafarai is on it. Let me scroll back up. Manasseh is Shawar. Shawar in the Hebrew. Made to forget. And that's the bull. That's that bull. And again, it's so much, like I said, you come and getting this truth, and it's so much that you from American history, it started to click, and you started to be reminded of it, and you started to see why things are the way they were. They didn't like Fidel Castro because he knew who the damn devil was over here. So it's a reason why they separate. They put sanctions on them, and you know what I'm saying, to cut off ties or whatever with them. All of it has been centered around keeping us isolated from one another and not knowing who we are. If for any reason we got linked up with them and realized them people was fighting for their freedom, hell, we might start fighting for ours over here. You know what I mean? So they had to keep us separated. So that's Manasseh. That's going to be your Cubans. It's going to be your Cubans. And if you ever seen any pictures of any Cubans, I remember the first time I saw some pictures, brothers is way darker than me. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, them is us. You know what I'm saying? Them is us over there. You know? So again, that's going to be Manasseh. It's going to be your Cubans. Next up is going to be Gad. It's going to be Gad. That's going to be your Native American. That's going to be your Native American Indians. It's Gad. Gad or God, when you pronounce it, it means troop. It means troop. They were taken over by that troop. They had to send them. And like even what I was saying when we were younger, saying that they had to bring us in to pick the crops in the field because they weren't strong enough. You got to realize they had to send the United States military in there to take down Gad, and that wasn't no one-time thing. You will get it in your mind, especially from all the westerns you see growing up. You know what I'm saying? That they just ran in and ran over them. No, them fights went for decades and generations. They fought and fought and fought and fought. You know what I mean? And that fighting spirit, you know what I'm saying, that they had to send the whole army in there. You know what I'm saying? They didn't fight them straight up like they said. They went in there saying it's under peace and we're gonna give you this land. And once America got beat enough, you know what I'm saying, the military got beat, they would go sign a treaty. Okay, well, we're gonna give you this and we're gonna give you that, then they'll violate that treaty too. That's what this oppressor does, you know what I'm saying? And again, if you haven't been coming to history class, come to that history class. Officer Mataza Akara, all the officers in here, they teach a hell of a history class. And you will learn our real history and not that watered down history through the oppressor's eyes. You'll get what really happened. And it's very important that you know your history. It's a common saying if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. You feel me? So you have to know who you are. You don't have an identity. You're just walking around blind and aimlessly. You know what I'm saying? And that's right where this oppressor wants us to be at. Next up is going to be Reuben, which is going to be your Seminole Indians. Reuben or Raban, which means first, behold a son. That was his first one. Behold a son. All right. The symbol for that is going to be Sawas. Reuben, Raban, brother in the UK, love nigga death. Officer Raban. He teaches Lashawan Qadash as well. You feel me? Good brother. You know what I mean? And it always tripped me out with Ruben, right? You know what I'm saying? I love that accent. You know, I can watch the movies and British movies all day long because of that accent. And it just trips me out when I see us speaking it, because it's
Right.
like they're coming out of that face, that body right there. That's a nigga. That's me. You know what I'm saying? So it always tripped me out. But again, that's us. You feel me? That's us. It's just a different tongue that we speak, different accent, different dialect. And it comes again from them moving us all over the earth. When you look at America, and then you go to the British had a saying that their kingdom, that the sun never set on their kingdom. That's just how much land and slaves they had acquired over time. At one point, I knew the number of the billions of dollars that damn decrepit queen, that heifer, was making every minute. It was like millions and billions of dollars that she was making every minute. This is just because of how much they've stolen. You know what I'm saying? They've stolen and acquired. So again, just keep that in mind. This oppressor, he's been an oppressor to all of us, and we should be united as a people because we have the same enemy. Next up is going to be Asher, which is going to be Colombia to Uruguay. Asher is their symbol is the grapes. All right, Asher means happy. Their symbol is grapes. All right, now in the Hebrew. All right, royal dainties. All right. Next up is going to be Naphtali. Naphtali is from Argentina to Chile. And another thing on Colombia, right? Colombia is known for the cocaine, right? That's the oppressor, but that's what they're known for. With all the beautiful things that come out of Colombia right now, with America going at Venezuela, Colombia are the ones that's backing them and trying to kind of holding them back. They haven't just shot Venezuelan fishermen out the water. They done shot Colombian fishermen out the water as well. You know what I'm saying? And we have lands with massive resources even to this day, and that's what they're trying to take and steal. That's what this war in Venezuela is about. That's what this war in Colombia is about. And next time I teach, I'm gonna go into detail on that because that's crazy when you look at what's really going on over there. Next up is going to be Naphtali. That's going to be from Argentina to Chile. Naphtali is he was my wrestling. Their symbol is the deer, or Tazabaya. Last but not least is going to be Issachar. And again, Issachar is going to be the Mexicans. Yashakar in the Hebrew. Their symbol is the donkey. He is hired. That's Kamar in the Hebrew. All right, and that's going to be donkey. And again, they love the work. He is hired. That was one of the first ones where it really clicked. Like, hey, this is amazing. This is us. All right. So again, this is just a little review of the tribes. We're going to get a little bit deeper into it. We're going just to get a good review, so the brothers and sisters that's tuning in new can get all this in their notes. We're going to build on it like we always do. I think everybody, for the most part, if I don't see any questions at the water Aqua Faraya, for throwing that in the chat for everybody. I see everybody done already choosed up on the scriptures they want. They done choosed up. So let's go ahead and try to get a verse in for everybody for what we're going to be reading tomorrow, which is from Leviticus chapter 26, starting at verse 7. Go ahead and pull that up. Go ahead, Aqua Faraya.
They're fairly small, and we each chose 2. Can we do that?
Look, I'm never gonna say don't do no work. I'm not gonna say don't do no work. Y'all want to do 2? I'm here for the 2. Let's do it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Look, they say they fairly small. I remember about a year or so ago. You know what I'm saying? 2-3 Hebrew word. Everybody be mad. Now they small. Look, now they small now.
Right.
Lucky, technically we chose 3, but time wise, we can do 2.
Hey, we here now. You know what I'm saying? We here now. Y'all want to do 3? We can do 3.
Salakia, if you're confused, I'm looking up at mommy.
Princess Tazara said, "Hold on, she ain't signed up for all of that now." She ain't signed up for
You
all
speak
that.
for yourself.
Yeah, you speak for yourself.
She the only one that put the 3 that she chose in the chat.
That's because she found the 3 smallest ones. That's what that was. She said, "You gonna give me anything? Give me these."
Salakia.
What you got, Agua?
I was told to do that by somebody.
Oh, I got you. They set you up. That's what that was. Most High crack. All right. So I didn't see the numbers. This is 7. Who has 7?
Salakia, sir, I have 7 and 8.
7 and 8. All right, Most High Christ. Yo, get you read 7
Unless
and 8.
we want to hand some off to Officer Yarash.
Nah, we ain't doing that. Nope. We ain't doing that. Nope. We be done in the next 30 seconds. And what? Nope. Yeah, y'all still be looking through your notes trying to figure out what he said. We're not doing it. No. All right. Leviticus chapter 26 and 7. Aqua Fry, you're up.
All right, Salakia, sir. Were Radaptham, Oth, Ayabyakam, Wanapolwa, Lapanyakam, Laharab.
Most High cry. Yep, I told you we might get mad. I don't know. I think y'all need to be reading for Abad Shabbat, but that's just me. That's just me. If they sit on the outside out of one, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got to come up on the stage. You know what I'm saying? They can't read remotely for Abad Shabbat.
Absolutely not.
Okay. I had to ask. You know what I'm saying? I had to ask. I had to ask. You know?
They can speak
both sides. You did a great job. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Slide. Go ahead.
I said they can speak all the Hebrew they want in that crib. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Both sides cry. But you know, it's funny. We had talked about it before. I think me and Officer Matazai Kara was talking about it. When it comes like to the family structure or whatever, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, the women are the ones who teach the children. I remember, you know what I'm saying, my kids was younger. You know what I'm saying, teaching them how to read, you know what I'm saying, read and write and so forth. That's really their first teacher, or one of their first teachers outside of the father, you know what I'm saying, who teaches everybody. So you know that when we get where we going, that's Hebrew is going to become very, very, very important for everybody to know. You know what I'm saying? So the water, you did a great job of reading that. In the English, Leviticus 26 and 7 says, and ye shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword, which is a very, very important story concept in the Bible. We had victory over our enemies because we were following the Most High. And when we don't follow the Most High, we don't have that victory over our enemies. You know what I'm saying? So something very important concept to know. Again, the only way that we overcome our enemies is by following the Most High. All right. Next up, Aqua Farai, you said you had 8 as well. Whenever you're ready.
Salakia, sir. Waradapwa, Makam, Kamasha, Ma'aha. Do I drop the ha at the end?
Ma'a.
Salakia, sir.
It's Ma'a, right?
Ma'a. Wama'a.
Ma'a.
Wow, Ma'a.
Oh.
Yeah. Wama'a is talking about the 100. It's a
Okay. Keep going.
Mm-hmm. You swap with Aqua.
Makam.
Yep.
Ra Babaha.
Rababa. Raba'a. No, Ra Baba.
Right.
Ra Baba.
Correct.
Got it.
Yara Dapwa. Wa Napolwa. Yakam. La Panyakam. La Kara.
La Kara, most on Christ. Go ahead. All right, good job. In the English, Leviticus chapter 26, verse 8. And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight. and your enemies shall fall before you by the sword. The Most High wasn't concerned with no numbers, and we shouldn't be concerned with any numbers. A lot of these fake Israelite groups are attracted to that group because of how many numbers they got. You know what I'm saying? What it looks like, the appearance of it. That don't mean anything to the Most High. It don't mean anything to the Most High for you to have you got the rawest fringes. You know what I'm saying? You got the biggest chains. You Hebrew down, but you still eating pork. You still eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. You in everybody Israelite group. You ain't following no kind of, you know what I'm saying, laws. You know what I'm saying? You ain't observing the high holy days. That doesn't mean anything to the Most High. That's Christianity. Christianity looks real good on the surface, but when you look at the actual substance of it, it's corrupt. It's corrupted, and it's dangerous, and it's deadly for us. We can't be like that following the Most High. And it shows you here when we followed the Most High, five put 100 to flight. 5 brothers went in there. Everybody went to scatter. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that power. Now one police officer show up and the whole block clear out. One damn police, they see a set of red and blue light, the whole block clear out. Everybody strapped up, got switches, got the Draco. They see, woo, everybody gone. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say that we should be fighting. We don't condone any violence in the ISUPK, but it just goes to show you again how everything's changed because we follow this oppressor. All right. Next up for number 9, Leviticus 26 and 9. Who got the next 2? Or the next one? Is that you, Aqua Fry? There ain't no brass knuckles. You got it. Is them the brass knuckles? They got them new ones now that fold up. I can't hear you. You on mute.
No, I can't. No.
You sure? All right. Now let me know you got a problem at that school. I come down there now. They look like some of them knuckles though. They look like some them. Hey, let me see what you get. What you get?
They're magnets.
Oh, okay. Because y'all, you know what I'm talking about. They got the ones that fold up, right? And you unfold them, and you got your whole set of knuckles. You know. But Salakia, I'm giving you bad ideas. You'll be at the nursing office knocking folks out. I said, sit down and take this shot.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
No, don't do that. That's a violation of a Hippocratic oath. You can't do that. Can't do that. All right, whenever you're ready.
Wa pan ya saya al alayakam.
Al yakam, yep.
Wa paraya saya.
Wa ha parayafia.
I think become.
Okay. Ask him.
Wa arabaya saya.
Waharabiathaya. Waharabiathaya. Yeah. Waharabiathaya.
Waharabaya. Afghan.
Okay.
Wa kwaya the kwayam saya.
Wa hakwaya mafia.
Wa hakwa mafia.
All right. Okay.
Baraya
Bayarathia. Yep. All right.
Afghan.
Most High Cray. Give a hand. All right. So this is Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 9. For I will have respect unto you. And that's very important. I will have respect unto you. That's for Israel. That's for us when we are following the laws, statutes, and commandments. There's so much that comes with us following those laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I mean? It's not religion. Religion tells you to do stuff just because it's a ritual and you're supposed to do it. It's no meaning behind it outside of those is the rules. That's why you do it. You know what I mean? Our law is for a reason. It's a reason why the Lord says to not eat unclean foods, not throw your sister away. It's a reason why he gave us these laws, and he will have respect unto us for following those said laws, statutes, and commandments, and make you fruitful. You know, it was one point in time where we were fruitful. It wasn't nothing for granddad to have 40-some kids. He got 40-some kids, 50-some great-grandkids. Now it's not like that anymore. And it's not like that anymore, again, because we abandon these laws, statutes, and commandments. And that's a powerful and a beautiful thing to have a big family like that, to have brothers and sisters. When you read the stories in the Bible, especially in the Old Testament, when they went out to war, when he went to go get 100 men and he went to go get 100 men, those were sons and nephews and uncles. Those were family, which is how it's supposed to be. And we've strayed away from that. You know what I mean? It says, and multiply you and establish my covenant with you. All right. And that covenant didn't go to nobody else. Nobody else. Old Testament, New Testament, everybody for the most part agrees that covenant was for Israelites. You know what I mean? That's a promise. That was a promise. That was an agreement between us and the Most High. And it's again, those oaths. The Most High takes oaths seriously. Takes that seriously. So like when you come in here, you take that oath, he takes that seriously, and you should take it serious as well. All right. Last one, Aqua Tazarat, what you got?
One, call them.
No sign cry.
Yashan. Yawashan.
Okay.
Wayashan. Mapanya. Qadash. Fawazaya.
No sign cry. Give her a hand. I knew you was gonna get that first one. I knew you were gonna get that first word because it says, "And ye shall eat." Yeah, it will set you off. You was on the roll right after that one. You was ready to go after that. Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. Leviticus chapter 26, verse 10, and ye shall eat old store and bring forth the old because of the new. You know what I'm saying? All right, Aqua of the bar, you are up. Aqua of the bar, you are up. Last two. Again at the water. For y'all initiative, y'all jumping out there, picking the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? UPK is definitely no cowards, and that's even all the way down to the sisters. No cowards. Ain't nobody running from those scriptures. You know what I'm saying? They don't run from it anymore.
Damn right. Damn right.
All right, Aqua the bar.
Strong with it.
Okay. Wanathasia.
Okay. Wanathia.
Salakia, Wanathia.
Salakia.
Wanathathia.
Wanathathia, yeah.
Wanathathia.
Wanathathia. Mashakanya.
Okay.
Bathawath.
Bathawathcom.
Bathawathcom.
Hold on. Bathawathcom. Did I say that right? Yeah, Bathawathcom.
Bathawakram.
Bathawakam.
Yeah, I didn't emphasize that cow. Bathawakam.
Bathawakam.
Most High Christ.
Wa'ala. Saka'al.
All right. Take an owl.
Napashia.
Okay. So, yeah.
Oscar.
Most High Christ. Give her a hand. All right, Leviticus chapter 26, verse 11. And I will set my tabernacle among you, and my soul shall not abhor you. All right, Most High Christ. All right, last one. Leviticus chapter 26, verse 12.
Okay.
You got it. Light work.
Hold on. Okay. Wahathalazium.
So, Wahathalakathia.
Salakia, sir. Could you say that again?
So, Wahathalakathia.
Wahathalakathium.
Kathia.
Kathia. Wahathalakathia.
Okay. This is the same one you had before.
Bathawakam.
Yep.
Wahayahathia. Wahayahathia.
Wahayayathia.
Wahayayathia.
Okay.
Lakam.
You got it.
La alahayam. La alahayam.
La alahayam. Yep.
Wa'athium.
Watham.
Salakia. The Hayawa.
Okay.
Laya.
Yep.
La'im.
Most High Christ. Give her a hand. Good job. And in the English, Leviticus chapter 26, verse 12. And I will walk among you, and will be your God, and ye shall be my people. It amazes me how Christians and fake Israelites will allow everybody, the God to be a God to everybody. Well, you can't find this. You can't find this nowhere in the Bible. He says this with any other nation of people. You can't find this nowhere in the Bible where he makes this covenant with anybody else, anybody else. And if I was to go into Officer Mataza Hakarai's house and say, you know what, this is gonna be our house. This is gonna be our house. That's gonna be my refrigerator. We're gonna share this refrigerator. We're gonna share this car. We're gonna share this couch and everything else. He would look at me like I was crazy because that makes no sense. I couldn't walk on no Christian's job and be like, hey, when they cut that check, that's gonna be our check. Let me get half of that. That's gonna be it would make no sense. We have no sense of possession or ownership when it comes to the Most High, when that's what the Bible is all about. All throughout he's very specific. I will walk among you and will be your God. He didn't say everybody's God. He didn't say he was going to walk among everybody. And ye shall be my people. He didn't say everybody was going to be his people. So again, you coming back, when y'all come in these classes and you're learning your heritage, your culture, you're learning this Lashawan Qadash, you're learning what this Bible actually says and what it actually means. And this is what it means to be his people. This is what it means for him to be our God. And that didn't apply to everybody. It didn't apply to everybody. Again, it's why these lessons are so important. It's so important to be in here. Identity and ownership is very, very important. You don't know how to move or walk or operate if you don't know who you are, if you don't know who you belong to. Princess Tazarah know that she is the daughter of Mataza Akara, the daughter of Akwav Ra'aya. That's she. So as a result, she's going to operate and move like that. That's how she's going to operate and move, and that's how it should be. And that's something that we have to get back to. And yeah, y'all did a great job. Everybody give everybody a hand. That's all. You did a great job. All right, we're gonna go around like we normally do. Get y'all on up out of here. We'll start with, speaking of Princess Tazara, Aquaf Tazara, we'll start with you. What you got going on?
I'm 12. Just think
Mr.
about
What?
dinner now.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
I'm 12. I'm just thinking about dinner now.
That don't surprise me. That don't. How's your classes going?
Good.
Yeah, you learning anything new?
Well, I learned that apparently people who identify themselves as their birth gender are called cisgender. Apparently.
Yeah. They making it so confusing. I'm so disappointed in Trump. I thought he was gonna get rid of all that stuff. I don't even vote. I'm disappointed. All the stuff all the laws he breaking, he don't want to break that one though. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay though. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're doing well. I saw a TV show the other day with a guy. They couldn't find his veins, right? So he said, "Give it a needle." He did it himself, and I thought about you, and I said, "I wonder if you got to that part yet." Well, I see your ass getting big. You're gonna have to stick some people, girl. Hey, that's.
I don't like needles. I don't even like needles myself.
It's all part of the job. You grow to like it.
You say you grow to like it.
You grow to like it. Yeah, you grow to like it. And look, because you don't like it, that's probably gonna make you better at it. Because you don't like it, so you're not gonna want to hurt nobody. You probably gonna end up being very, very good at it. So, all right. Well, Most High Christ, the while you did a great job tonight. You did a great job tonight. Princess Aquaf Ra'aya, how you doing tonight?
Salakia, sir. I am Tawab. A great review.
So you was nervous because obviously you Rosh Hashanah in class. You was all nervous and stuff, and y'all did great.
It's a touch of pressure from the beginning.
He put pressure on everybody in Israel, so don't feel bad. That's everybody in Israel, So that's all right. Okay, you say that out of one. I done seen everybody's faces. You get to read, and people here get to going down. They get to praying by themselves silently. And so like it, Lord, I done seen it out of one. I done seen it before, so it's okay. It's all right. Brotherhood's a weapon. We all, everybody can't be the mouth. People got to be the hands and the fingers and fingernails and toenails.
Right. Let's stick with cooking.
But we do appreciate you being here with us tonight too, Ottawa. Both sides quite the water. We do appreciate you being here with us. This class is your brainchild. You know what I'm saying? This class is definitely your brainchild. So we try our best to make you proud. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm right.
Aquaf the bar, what's going on? You ain't had no internet connection, no problems tonight or nothing.
No, not tonight. Not tonight. I've been doing good.
Most High Christ, you did a great job tonight. What you got going on?
The water, sir. It was a 2-hour class. I love you. All of y'all jelly was ready to go. I'm a little tired.
You can't be getting tired. You talking about driving 24 hours.
Oh.
Yeah.
Should we take that trip? I'm ready. I'm up for the challenge. I got you.
Exactly. I'm not gonna ask about my garment. I'm just gonna be surprised. I ain't even gonna ask about it. I've been thinking about it though. I ain't gonna ask about it. All right. Y'all should I'll give it you off screen. I know obviously y'all probably said he was gonna give it to you about some garments. I mean not garments, but clothes. I told him I gave him the site. So I don't know if he got what y'all on now. Y'all did a great job tonight.
I talked to him. We got him straight. So
all right, Most High Christ. All right, so y'all did a great job. I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all off the screen for tonight. For the water, for everybody joining us. And anybody out there watching, hey, this could be you too. This could be you too. But it's not gonna happen if you ain't here. You know what I'm saying? You won't be able to learn this by osmosis. Ain't what they say? Osmosis out of one.
Osmosis, that's right.
You're not gonna learn about osmosis.
Brain. That's not how this works.
Yeah, so again,
it's like obviously you Rosh, you gonna say something?
Connor, I was hearing the echo. I was wondering.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. I don't think it's me. It might be me. How about now? Nope, still there.
Now I hear it. I hadn't heard it before.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it started to happen towards the end.
Yeah, it hasn't been like this whole time. We'll figure it out. That's just weird. What about now?
Oh, it's gone now.
Okay. All right. I think it's something with Officer Tazak. I'll take you off mute out here. But that's Tawab though. It's all good. Did you want to say anything? Did you want to say anything, Officer Rush? Yeah, Officer Tazak. That's all it is. Trying to sabotage class because he ain't teaching tonight. You want to sabotage class because he ain't teaching. I know what's going on.
Overall, class was very Tawab. Excellent reading. Of course, y'all do excellent teaching. I was still trying to figure out who was in the back as Sister Dabara. I was trying to figure out who that is.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's Storm. I think that's Storm.
She came into the class with an African in the back. Oh man. I was trying to figure out. I thought it was Storm, but I was like, nah, she don't got no African in the back.
See, I'm used to the Halle Berry Storm. You know, she American. I'm used to the Halle Berry Storm, but you know, the original, I think, is from Africa. I don't know.
Yeah, Black Panther and Storm, they're African. One's from Egypt and one's from Wakanda. That's how it is. Yeah, had a Hamite in class. Learning the Lashawan Qadash.
Salaki, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. While we're going over the tribes too, ain't that something? We'll work on that one. We'll work on it. No, but the water, hey, we appreciate you joining us out of one tonight. You know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate you joining us. You know, hey, it was a good class. Good class. Did you want to say anything, Officer Amataz Zakaria? Hold on, let me. He said no. Hold on, Salaki. Let me try something real quick. Hold on, let me see if this one is. How about now? Nope. How about now?
I don't know if I should say nothing. I don't know. Are we getting any echoes? We getting any reverbs? Locky?
Now when you talk.
Oh, I can talk. Okay, most time. The water out of one. I appreciate it. Excellent class as usual. Again, as we always say in these classes, the scholarship that you see, the ease in reading that you see, the answers that you see coming up in this class with these sisters is not by accident. It's from hard work. It's from good notes. It's from coming on stage, coming on the class and practicing. It's not by accident. It's all hard work and diligence. So if you know, and again, as I say every week, a trooper, an officer, or anything like it, if you're in the truth and you are a brother, then you need to be putting the work in, because you don't want to be called up on stage, called up on the podium, called up at some high holy day, at Passover, at the Feast of Unleavened Bread, and told that you need to read and get embarrassed. The only way to do that is to make sure you are practicing in the Lashawan Qadash. Salaki Ayah.
Nah, most time cry. I think I fixed the echo too. All right,
so it wasn't me, Salaki. It wasn't me.
No, it was. It was.
Okay, all right, there we go.
It was, but I think I fixed it though. So you too wild now. You too wild. Now it's weird though. Like in the settings in the background, you know, sometimes the echo cancellation will cause echo. So when I took that, that's all I did to yours. I took that off.
You took the echo cancellation off.
Yep. So now it's working fine.
Good night.
Yep. Actually, I take that back. I took it off, but then I took everything else off and put it back on, and now it's working fine. It was working without it, but you're louder with it on though. If that makes sense.
The devil the Bible speaks of.
Oh yeah, most likely. You already know.
Yep. But the what? I appreciate it.
No, yonder. We got to get it figured out. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't noticed, the Most High is opening up the airways. Every day, I know y'all saw the joint with Officer Kazak Ahmad, Eddie Griffin sharing his stuff, Samuel L. Jackson sharing his stuff. You know what I'm saying? Most High Christ, he's opening up the airways. We saving people left and right. They shooting guns at us. They can't hit us. You know what I mean? So it's just we got to get this part down. General Hammond spoke on it last night. You know, I mean, Thursday night. Oh yeah, it was last night. He spoke on it. You know, we got to get this part right. with the social media. I mean, we need some young folks. We need some young folks. If you're watching, we need some young folks. You got old people working on social media. You need some young people, young blood. I say some young blood. But the water for everybody joining us tonight. What we're gonna do? We're gonna give a courtesy salute to the highest ranking man in the room, Ben of Israel, Majim Shabbat, Majim Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Brakatah,
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Brakatah,
Yahweh Matah. All right, we're gonna give a courtesy Yeshabian, which means to be seated. We're gonna give a courtesy salute to all the sisters that are watching. Yahweh Shem Barak, Yahweh Shema Latham by Shem Yahweh Shai. To all the sisters that's out there watching the water, make sure y'all tune in. Y'all join us tomorrow for Ibadah Shabbat. That's the purpose of this class, to get you prepared for it. So make sure y'all join us tomorrow for Ibadah Shabbat. History class is on Monday. Brotherhood class on Tuesday. Scripture breakdown class is on Wednesday. And we be having full squad scripture breakdown class. Get that in hand. Full squad scripture breakdown class. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna break the stream, y'all. We got so many brothers up there for scripture breakdown class. Thursday, you be tuning in for General Muhammad's class. You can tune in right here for General Muhammad's class. And then, hey, we right back at it again Friday for the Lashawan Qadash. I'm gonna go ahead and get these announcements and get us out of here for the night. Again, the water for everybody that joined us. I should know these by heart right now. I think I know them by heart, but I don't be wanting to say them because I don't be wanting to mess them up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We want to mess them up. But everybody, make sure y'all are liking, y'all sharing the videos. If different playlists on it, Cap ain't said it in a while, but you know he gonna say it. Hey, we got several playlists on there. You know what I'm saying? The playlist should be full. Sad hard lessons. What they always get away. What the Bible is black. Different series that's on the channel. Make sure y'all check those channels out. A lot of work has been done to make sure that my people aren't in the dark anymore. So, you know, again, y'all make sure y'all check out those different playlists that are on there. If you don't know how to find it, if you go to the page, just click the playlist and the different playlists will come up. Make sure you like, share, leave a comment. All that pushes the algorithm, pushes that video out there to make it more likely that it'll be seen. Make it more likely that it'll be seen. Don't take for granted the fact that you're in here. There's somebody out there that want to know the truth. Maybe not everybody, but there's somebody out there that wants to know the truth, and they just waiting on you to hit that share button. You know what I'm saying? We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they're off limits for a year. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. And after this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. And I know it seems like we go over that part a lot, and it's very lengthy, but it's very important. It's very important that we go about everything the correct way. And this is how we protect each other. We protect brothers and sisters coming in, and we protect brothers and sisters in here. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all adhere to that. Tithes, which is a commandment found in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It means my Ishura, or 10th in the Hebrew. Only rule the church follows that damn 10%. But as you know, it's a lot more in this Bible. We're supposed to be following all of it, not just that. And that 10% is supposed to come in here. It's supposed to come in here. Pay your tithes. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High give you, you want to give to the Treasury Department or the teacher. There's also a priest fund. It's a free will offering for the priest. It's not mandatory, and whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, we got the Hanukkah, December 14th. I think that's on a Sunday, Hanukkah. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to the school website and so forth. Call the number 757-550-1204 to get further information on it. Also, if you're in the school, there's a bulletin board right there by the door. You can see it in the background in the picture. A bulletin board. Also listed with any holy convocations, anything we got going on. Brothers, if you want to be a trooper, brothers coming to school, want to be a trooper, want to be an officer, whatever your path is, you want to come in and serve the Most High. All right, you want to come in all black boots, shirts, headband, war scarf, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind out of my kind. You know what I'm saying? Ready to roll, sisters. You can't be troopers, but you can't be part of the school. For both of them, it all starts with calling that number, 757-550-1204. There's nothing wrong with watching. But the kingdom doesn't come by observation. You need to get in here. Call that number. Get on up in here. With that, again, shalom to Wada for everybody joining us. The Wada, Officer Yarash Ma for joining us tonight. Officer Nataz Zakarat, the Wada for joining us tonight. I know I always feel better when everybody's here. You know what I'm saying? So again, the Wada, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. And with that, shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.